up, Ricky? How you doing, man? Doing real good. We still good here, Vinny? You can hear me? Okay.
Well, good morning, folks. Hello, and good morning to each and every one of you. Well, it's morning here on the Eastern Seaboard, and for the majority of the United States, for the rest of you around the world, greetings it is. This is the 2020 Malibu Open. My name is Tony Lightfoot. He is Wade Cox over here, many time professional Pro Tour title winner, and we're certainly looking forward to some great skiing, starting this morning with the elimination round of women's slalom.
Yeah, I was driving in yesterday, Tony, and it's I skied in quite a few Malibu Opens, so I almost kind of had the nerves that maybe these competitors are feeling this morning. Where, hey, this is a big deal.
Yes, indeed, and the conditions here. This is Trophy Lake, so I mean you almost halfway expect the conditions to be absolutely perfect. I mean you can probably just tell directly behind me that the water is absolutely glass calm out there. Not a breath of wind out here, and should make for some great skiing.
Well, you know, this was one of the very first lakes in the United States developed for basically this level of skiing, and the owners of the lake, they brought in myself, Andy Mapple, and said, hey, what do you guys want? You know, we've built this lake, but now we want you guys to come. So we said, well, we need the best drivers and the best boats. so we can have the best performances under these conditions that you're giving us. So all these years later, that's what we get.
And the conditions out there, so far as our weather is concerned, are air temperature about 79 degrees Fahrenheit. That is about 26 degrees on the centigrade scale. Water about 84 degrees, significantly warmer. Wind about 4 miles an hour. Well, I mean, it's a little bit of a breeze, but not all that much there. And that's the local weather readings from Charleston.
Well, Tony, one thing you can't see from those graphics on the screen is this lake was really developed in a very unique way. Is the lake is 10 feet deep across the bottom, because that's sort of the ideal depth for the boat to sit down just a little bit, but not too much. And then for the skiers, ski the same, to sit down in, but not too much, as if the water was really deep. Same as if the water was really shallow, being only maybe 6 feet deep, the ski in the boat wouldn't sit down in quite as much from the compression from the bottom. So
Yes,
so what we have, and then you see the shorelines, they graded it out so all the waves dissipate when they hit the beach. So once again, we're dealing with ideal conditions.
Yes, indeed. I mean, just imagine like a deep pasta bowl with like one of those wide ridges on the side, really deep, to put your meatballs and your pasta and all that kind of stuff. Cut that thing in half, look at the sideways profile, and you pretty much got what Trophy Lakes is from a cross section.
No, that's it exactly. From the boat to the skier to the way the waves dissipate, it's a perfect setting.
Yes, indeed, and we've got plenty of skiers to come in the women's slalom competition. We got 17 competitors in all. We'll give that list to you in just a few moments, but I tell you what, we are absolutely excited with the prospect of the Malibu Open taking place, especially considering what's going on around the world right now with the pandemic and what have you. We're fortunate to have a professional event under the auspices of Malibu Towboats.
Yeah, the excitement levels is on. Yeah, there's no doubt. They've been training, since basically Moomba in March. Training and waiting. But now the wait's over.
Yes, indeed, and the first few competitors will be out in the water in just a short while. But before that, we've got a little segment for you to enjoy. So, enjoy. Well, here I am. I'm Tony Lightfoot. This is the 2020 Malibu Open, and standing next to me is many-time champion from many a professional tournament, Freddie Krueger. Rewind 12 months ago, that jump in the elimination round, that kind of got away from you a little bit, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I came in, unfortunately came in with the injury of the rib in the chest. I had to pull out of the World Championships, hadn't really trained, came up here and took my first practice set, and thought, I think I can do it. Hadn't hit the ramp yet, and unfortunately in that elimination round, as soon as I hit the ramp, I felt the rib go again, and so, obviously wasn't how I wanted to spend my weekend, but with it being the last event of the year, you roll the dice, you got all wanted to heal up, so gave it a go.
And healed up you have. How are you feeling coming into this event?
Pretty good. Obviously it's been a crazy year. Started the year off great, went over to Moomba, got the double win at Moomba and Moomba night jump. Got on the plane coming home thinking that we're getting ready for the U.S. Masters, and then obviously COVID hits and everything goes sideways. So we've been really busy with sponsors and doing some product release in that, because obviously the water sports industry's been very successful this year with people at home, wanting to get out and play on their lakes. So that's been awesome. But just trying to get back in a groove of the whole competition mindset.
So yes, indeed. I mean, you've stayed busy. Some of your competitors maybe not so. How have you managed to stay motivated and keep your mind on track on what you're doing in the water and amongst all of the stuff that you've been doing to keep yourself occupied between Moomba and now?
I mean, I'd love to say that it's been this, very strict regime of, nutrition and diet and training and working out and all that. But the truth is, kind of feel like we've been running through a forest, getting slapped by tree limbs, just reacting to whatever's coming next. So, I mean, look, I'm coming into this event relying on my experience, my history. Some of my first professional wins were actually here on this site. I won here a lot of times. That doesn't mean anything other than I should be able to go out there and be comfortable. So, I feel ready to go, physically feel good. Here at the end of the season, I feel good. Plenty of energy in that, but we just got to go see how it works on the water.
He's Freddie Krueger. I'm Tony Lightfoot. This is the 2020 Malibu Open, and we'll see what happens coming up in the jumping competition.
Looking forward to it.
Well, hi, I'm Tony Lightfoot. This is the 2020 Malibu Open, and one of the up-and-coming slalom stars in the women's competition here is Elizabeth Montavon. How you been feeling?
Good. I feel really good, Tony. It's a beautiful weekend, as you can see. It's going to be a great way to finish the pro season is this event. I'm really excited for this weekend.
Yes, indeed. And you've been training hard. You're trying to get consistent at 39 and a half off. You're pretty much money when it comes to 38. But what do you think it's going to take to be as consistent as on 39 as some of the other competitors, such as Regina Jaquez?
Well, I think a lot of people want to say that it's about making less mistakes at 39, but the truth is it's about if you make a mistake, getting right back to your game plan as soon as possible. That's something that Regina has absolutely mastered, and she's really upped the level of 34-mile-an-hour slalom, women's slalom, is that when she makes a mistake, she's right back to her plan.
Yes, indeed, and you've achieved mastery in the slalom event along with some of our other competitors, and you've definitely achieved some mastery in the terms of social media, whether it comes to Instagram or Facebook. You've been utilizing that to try and raise your profile in this sport.
Social media is just really another tool. It's like calipers. It's like, anything else we use in this sport. And if we want to grow this sport, we all have to start telling our story on social media. It's a tool that's available to all of us. So yes, there's a lot of impetus on the brands and the bigger organizations to grow the sport. But each and one of us as pro skiers who has a unique story, which all of us do, we need to begin really storytelling. And that's how we grow this sport.
And hopefully that story is going to be continued to be told by Elizabeth Montavon right here at the Malibu Open for 2020. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tony. Thanks, guys.
Well, I'm Tony Lightfoot. This is the Malibu Open 2020, and standing next to me is many-time champion Regina Jaquez. How you doing?
Great, thank you. Glad to be here and be at another Malibu Open.
Yes, indeed, and obviously your expectations coming into this event have been pretty same as they have been for the previous years. You're one of the world's top slalom skiers, probably the world's top slalom skier if we're being honest. But you certainly have plenty of competition chasing you down, huh?
Oh yeah, the whole field. It's a great field. The women's slalom, we have a great group here this tournament. So every one of them they're on fire. We've all been training through the whole pandemic and not having any tournaments. So this is our first pro event, and we're all ready. So I think anybody's game out there this weekend. So we'll see how it goes.
And let's pivot from slalom a little bit, because you are a dual threat in this particular event in the jump. You have been training in Zachary, Louisiana with Jay Bennett to try and improve upon your consistency and your distances. How's that coming along?
Oh, it's really great. It's been really a great adventure and learning experience for me, being able to go over and ski at the Bennett Ski School with Jay. And I'm just excited to see what can unfold this weekend with the jump event. And it's awesome because I'm a Malibu skier, so it's just an awesome event for me to be able to get to ski behind the Malibu boat. And that's, part of who I am. So I just love this event. And hopefully we'll have great outcomes by the end of it.
For Regina Jaquez, I'm Tony Lightfoot. This is the Malibu Open 2020. Wishing Regina the very best of luck.
Thank you.
All right then, this is the Malibu Open 2020, and this right here is the imposing Italian figure of Thomas de Gasperi. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I just flew in from Italy, had a pretty good summer at home, and I'm glad to be back here for the Malibu Open and yeah, it's good to have tournaments again.
Good to be back, and I'm sure that you echo the feelings of a lot of skiers in terms of they are having difficulty being consistent with a non-existent summer so far as pro events are concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I did only one tournament in Italy this year, and I was a little bit nervous because it's been so long since Moomba. But this is what we do, and I've been excited about this, and I think condition will be great. The boats are great, and will be a good weekend.
Speaking about the boats, this is the Malibu Response right here. This is the boat you trained behind in Italy, in Trentino, and also in Central Florida. So your expectations for a good show in this event must be further enhanced.
Yeah. I think with the new engines that Malibu is producing right now, it's the pole is more consistent. The boat is performing better. I think we're gonna see a lot of big scores going down this weekend. Yeah.
Okay, and so far as a placement or a particular score that you're aiming for, which one is it? Are you looking for a high placement, or are you looking for an above average score?
No, of course you always try to give your 100%, and you always try to, beat everybody else and be myself. What I can tell you is I've been working a lot on my technique in this free time. Let's say free time over the summer. I've been skiing a lot in Italy, and I think I perfect a little bit my style a little bit. Let's say I'm not perfect, but I definitely made it better, and I'm excited to be here and compete with the other guys.
All right, I'm Tony Lightfoot. He is Thomas de Gasperi. We wish him the best of luck in the 2020 Malibu Open.
Thank you very much. Stay tuned.
Well, we're here at the Malibu Open. My name is Tony Lightfoot. This is Will Asher, the defending champion. How are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. Just got here, did the drive from Orlando, so just getting to see the lake for the first time in 2020.
And probably one of the few times that you've actually skied in tournament this season. How you've managed to stay motivated in the time since your last tournament and this one?
Yeah, basically just took a break, just take time off. I mean, it's been actually really nice just to not have to ski, not have to stress about it, just kind of have some fun, really.
Indeed, and obviously you are the defending champion. You were on an absolute tear last season, so it's probably too much to expect the same kind of thing from you here. But what are we looking for from you so far as maybe a high placement or a score to keep you happy?
Over the last few years, I don't even really care about that stuff. Like that's not my main motivation at all. I'm thinking about my skiing and how if I can be better every day I get in the water, if I can have more fun, if I can take enjoyment from it, that's kind of where my focus is. Like if I place, great, awesome, go for it.
And continuing to represent Malibu boats as well, right here at Trophy Lake. So pretty good motivation for you to ski your best here at this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I just go out there and I work on the stuff I'm doing in practice, and then if that happens to be enough at the end of the day, that's the best I can do. I just go out there and have fun, and I still love the process. I'm addicted to the process. So.
Excellent, and hopefully that process will take you all the way to the top. My name is Tony Lightfoot, he's been Will Asher, and this has been the Malibu Open 2020. All right, folks, good morning to each and every one of you. For those of you just joining in, this is the 2020 Malibu Open. My name is Tony Lightfoot. Great to have you involved, and definitely a big thanks to all of those competitors who took a little moment of their time during the day, the practice yesterday, to be involved in that pre-show sequence of interviews. All right, here is our schedule. Open Women's Slalom will get things underway at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in Charleston, South Carolina. That is going to be 8:30 Eastern Time, followed by Open Men's Slalom, and then we'll continue on with Junior Open Women, Junior Open Men, and jump in the juniors competition. So that is our provisional schedule, subject to change, of course, but we'll keep you apprised of what's going on if and when that happens. All right, the the format is going in the open women and open men's slalom. The top 10 advance. There are 17 skiers in the list, so we're going to be dropping 7 when we go through to the next round of the competition so far as the women are concerned. The men is a little bit more cutthroat. About exactly half of that field will be dispensed with, leaving the top 12 in the open men to advance through to the next round of the competition. So that's the format there so far as slalom is concerned. All right, then, let's take a look at the starting list. And our first skier out is actually going to be Brianne Dodd, followed by Anne-Marie Rabluski, followed by Jessie Duberton, Kelly Breeden, Cassidy Hawkins, Alex Garcia, Sasha Deniushkaya, Chelsea Mills, Alice Bagnoli, Elizabeth Montavon, Taryn Grant, Karen Truelove. By about the time we get down to about Alice Bagnoli, that is probably, for all intents and purposes, that's where the cut score is going to be created from. And then we have the remainder of the skiers, skier number 13, Ellie Nicholson, Brooke Baldwin, and Jamie Ball, the current world champion from France. Manon Costard is our penultimate skier in this opening round. And there we go with Regina Jake was the current and defending champion. So that is the open women's starting list. So exciting skiing coming up, and these are the engines that will be towing our skiers. The Malibu TXI is the boat. The engine is the 6.2-litre Monsoon, capable of producing 400 foot-pounds of torque from an engine that is rated at 430 horsepower. All right, so we got the beast, we got the tools, we've got the skiers. We'll have the competition coming up very, very soon. It's just a little after 8 a.m., just a few seconds after 8 a.m. And in about 15 minutes, we'll be getting ready in earnest, if they haven't already done so. But as you can see, beautiful lakes, beautiful conditions. We've got our driver cam in there waiting for the helmsman to take to the water along with the boat judge. They're in the Response TXI, and there is our water cam ready and raring to go. Our previous winners of this event, at least so far as the men's are concerned, you go all the way back to Thomas de Gasperi in 2016. Then you got Freddie Winter, Nate Smith, and you've got Will Asher, who is the defending champion in the men's competition. So a smattering of the world's top competitors and all of the world champions at one time or another. But so far as the winner of the women's competition is concerned, it has been pretty consistent in the slalom event. It's been Regina Jacquez all the way from 2016 through to 2017, 2018, and all the way up to 2019. She'll be defending her title here, but I'm sure that she's going to be pushed every step of the way. Don't forget, folks, Masterline is actually sponsoring the rope tension pull competition, in which the competitor with the greatest amount of tension put on that tow line actually wins a tow line plus $500. And it is brought to you by Masterline, who have 15% off all items. You can go to their website at masterlineusa.com and enter the promo code Malibu09/2020. That is Malibu09/2020 to get 15% off those items for this weekend and this weekend only. So, at the helm of that towboat, we got Tommy Harrington, and we're looking forward and looking in good shape to get the women's slalom underway, patiently getting set, and just totally oblivious to the fact that the dozens upon dozens of competitors are looking in at his every move inside that Response TXI. All right then, folks. We are in good shape. My name is Tony Lightfoot. Glad to have you on board. This is the Malibu Open 2020. And just waiting for the women's slalom to take place. As you can see, conditions there absolutely pristine. No doubt about it there. All right then, folks, for those of you just tuned in, wherever you happen to be around the world, whether you are watching from within the United States, it's a very early morning for some of you on Friday. Some of you may be at work and just using all of the office bandwidth that you can muster to watch this event. This is the 2020 Malibu Open. And for those of you around the world, whether you are in the United Kingdom, where it's just a little after 1 p.m. there, or whether you're watching us from most of Central Europe, in which case it's a little after 2 p.m. And we'll be back right after this, the 2020 Malibu Open.
The Response TXI's reputation precedes it. There is a reason more professional skiers choose to ride behind the TXI. It's all about winning, and the TXI is a proven competition winner. The tournament-approved T-Cut Diamond hulls 13 world records, stellar performance at the 2018 Pan American Championships, and many national age division records in 3 events are evident in its soft, barely there wakes and rock-solid tracking. Advanced rudder control, along with oversized tracking fins, give the driver ultimate command over the ski course and provide skiers with the perfect feel to make their best runs. Just ask Regina Jaquess, the #1 ranked skier in the world and 10-time world champion gold medalist, why she chooses to ski behind a Malibu Response TXI, and she will tell you the TXI is the tool that any skier needs to get to that next buoy, whether for a personal best, world record, or a competition win. Opt for either an open or closed bow and admire the TXI's finer details, like gunnel ski storage, soft grip flooring, and all new styling. The Malibu Open Edition includes a 7-inch touchscreen, zero-off GPS speed control, and billet aluminum accents. The latest and greatest advancement of the new TXI is the introduction of the Malibu Monsoon engines. The new engines provide the power, reliability, and advanced innovations such as the groundbreaking FIAD cooling system that will take the Response TXI to new heights of performance for competitive or recreational water sports. If you're looking for the best 3-event boat the world has to offer, look no further. Contact your local dealer and get on the water, or visit MalibuBoats.com to build your custom TXI today.
It's not the size of your engine, it's the amount of torque you're cranking out that really matters. That was the driving factor behind Malibu's new line of direct injection engines. It's not about how fast you can run down the lake. That's horsepower. It's about getting out of the hole quickly and consistently with a boat full of ballast and friends. And that is all about torque curve. The Monsoon M5 and M6DI were tailored by Malibu for water sports. This means maximum power is delivered early in the torque curve to give you a boat that never bogs down. On top of that, Malibu's custom tailor gear ratios act as torque multipliers to deliver even more power. Since Malibu develops and builds its own engines, all of it's customized down to the prop for each and every one of our models. Whether you're going for another buoy or creating a swell that makes the ocean jealous, if you want to experience the next generation of Malibu power, contact your local dealer to get out on the water today.
All right, welcome back, folks. This is the 2020 Malibu Open. Our projected start time for the skiing events on the water, it's going to be an 8:30 start. An 8:30 start, and we're almost at 10 minutes after 8, so plenty of time for you to grab yourself your favorite beverage, and grab yourself your favorite seat, and get comfortable, because we are in for some great skiing, both in the Open Women's and Open Men's Slalom events. You can check out the the Instagram presence for Water Ski Broadcasting by going right there. There you go. Water Ski Broadcasting on Instagram. You'll find our presence there. You'll also find us on Facebook, and if you're watching us, you've definitely found us on YouTube, unless you are looking at us through a YouTube embed. For those of you out there that have embedded us into your website or done such things with our YouTube playlist, we certainly appreciate you, including the likes of Mr. Horton out there from over on yonder of the other side of the United States, over there in California. I'm sure that you're watching him through his website, Boulder Spray. But for the good majority of you, you're watching through the Water Ski Broadcasting Company's YouTube website. And a good few of you are watching right now, and a few messages have been posted so far. Keep them coming. I'll try to respond to them as and when I have an opportunity to. And we've got some good skiing on tap, so stay tuned. The Malibu Open will take place in the next few minutes. Do not go away.
You just want to make sure everybody on shore sees it. All these people, you see, turn around and look at all these people.
So many people.
No, you're going to do it for the webcast for sure. Maybe not this fan. Based here. Not the locals, but for everybody else. You'll be on video. Is that the outfit you want to be wearing on video? You're perfectly red, white, and blue. Oh, yeah. Let the games begin. Hold that flag for Mr. Tommy. Take a picture of you.
Look how he flag is. That's perfect.
God, he's cute.
Hold lower hand near the bottom,
Yeah.
and then hold the other hand right about there. That way you got a good grip. All right, then, for those of you that have just joined us and wherever you happen to be around the world, this is Tony Lightfoot here at the Malibu Open 2020. I mentioned a few of you guys around Europe and across the United States, but let's not forget the good folks that are watching us from even further afield, from the land down under. Yes, indeed, we've got viewers from Victoria and New South Wales and Queensland and South Australia that are tuning in to us. And if you are certainly hearty souls indeed, because in New South Wales right now it is a little after 10 p.m. on Friday. And when this event gets up and running, it will probably be a little bit closer to 11 p.m. And by the time we get round towards the end of the men's slalom, it will be the early hours of the morning of Saturday. So for you hearty souls there in Australia, we certainly thank you for your commitment and your support. And we hope that what we'll present to you within the next few minutes will be entertaining for y'all. What your main job here is to do is stir the water up a little bit. Remember, if you miss one, just keep swinging side to side. Don't run into the ramp, okay?
I'll make sure I run in the ramp.
All right, did you?
boys too.
And a little wave in the You're not boys too. You can't be. Are they ready for him? When he was here first, or they? No, they're going. They're going. Oh, so he's all suited up, right? 25. Wow, that's a lot of passes. Seems like. I still have video of you. That one time where they pulled you in and you didn't miss any buoys. Remember that? Yeah. You were like.
Yeah, Tom. If he runs 17, go ahead and go 19.
All right, Pat. We're good. Dash. All right. Not yet.
So we're gonna pull that on the other end now, right?
Yeah. Oh, he is. I know. Is it?
They want to do a simulation like they would for a
Oh,
tournament.
okay. Good. Go ahead. Tommy.
No matter what.
I did think about that.
Then they'll take back up, ski around the island, stay behind the boat, run the pass, come back, and right back in. Hey, real similar to skiing at Taylor's.
You don't want both of us in here? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
All right then, folks, good morning to each and every one of you. This is the 2020 Malibu Open. Glad to have you on board. My name is Tony Lightfoot, and we've just seen a boat pass with the Star Spangled Banner to put an official commencement of this event, but in order to make sure that the boats and everything are running right, we'll have a forerunner, and we've got a special forerunner. I believe it is one of Freddie's kids out there about to take to the water. I think it's either Dash or Ridge or Kruger. And he's going to take a run up and down the slalom course and fulfilling the role of a forerunner. Ridge Kruger, indeed it is, a forerunner.
What do you need? It's a little cold.
All right, Ridge Kruger, I'm sure that the boat speed selected by him will be nowhere close to the boat speed or selected by women's slalom skiers. In fact, I don't think they have much of a choice. It's going to be 34 miles an hour or 55k. The line length shortening, that is up for question a little bit between our skiers. Most of them will be going, well, I'd say some of them will probably be going in on 22 off or 28 off. And here we go. This is Ridge Kruger. Not a bad little start. I think this is at about 40 kilometers an hour, which is about, don't know how fast that is, but I think it's probably about 20 miles an hour, maybe 18 or 20 miles an hour. Those wakes are look pretty decent. Even at that speed, they do represent a mountainous obstacle for someone as young as Ridge Kruger. But there you go. Ridge is going to pull on out and get ready for his next pass. I don't know whether he's going to up the boat speed or shorten the line, but a good little effort there from Ridge Kruger getting set for our first competitor who will take to the water in the women's slalom, the open women's slalom, which will be Brianne Dodd. All right, here comes Ridge Kruger making the turn around the island. To get ready for the Malibu Open. Very, very fortunate indeed to have this event take place. There's certainly many factors that in play in making the decision whether to go ahead with this event or succumb to the whole deal with COVID and what have you. But we decided to go ahead with the event and put on a great show and a great spectacle for you. Ever mindful of the fact of the dangers of COVID-19, we are observing social distancing and taking necessary precautions to ensure a safe event for our competitors, as I'm sure a lot of you out there watching are taking similar precautions to ensure your safety in watching wherever you happen to be. I know it's Friday for a lot of you, so many of you out there are probably either commuting in to watch this event, and if you are indeed commuting, play it safe. You can listen in on the skiers, but don't be distracted when you're driving into work. And when you do get to work, then you can suck up all the broadband that you can find on your office desk and watch this event. And if you are indeed quarantining for the duration of this event, just find your favorite seat, find your favorite beverage, and kick on back and get ready for some great slalom skiing. Tommy Harrington is at the helm of that towboat, and that towboat is indeed the Malibu Response TXI. Would you expect anything else? So, on the slalom dock, we got Brianne Dodd. Now, for those of you eagle-eyed viewers, we're probably looking towards the back of a vest and probably thinking to yourself, what the heck is that? Well, I'll tell you what that is. That is our new telemetry system that is being utilized with our competitors that transmits feedback on heart rate, on G-forces, accelerometer, speed, direction, that kind of thing. And that will provide us with some real-time data for Brianne Dodd and indeed the remainder of our competitors in the open women's slalom. It is, of course, an optional thing that the skiers can utilize or not. It's entirely up to them. But glad to say that on the basis of the pro event that we had at Hilltop a few weeks ago, 100% of the competitors there wanted to utilize that system and help us give us a little bit more of an insight as to what they do out there in the water so far as heart rate. So a new telemetry system. There is our open women's start list right at the top there. Brianne Dodd in the water right now, getting ready to go. Anne-Marie Wroblewski next, Jessie Duberton, Kelly Breeden, Cassidy Hawkins, and Alex Garcia. Those are the first 6 skiers out. And coming in on the opening pass, which I believe is going to be on 14.25 meters, or 28 off for those of you that like to express the line length shortenings that way, especially across the United States. This is Brianne Dodd from Canada, originally from the state of Alberta, but now making her home in Central Florida, in the community of Palm Bay, and returning back to pro competition since having her first child. And there you go, 14.25 meters, 28 off. Not a problem for Brianne Dodd. Brianne Dodd actually placed pretty high as far back as the 2009 World Water Ski Championships that took place at the lakes of Casting Stone and Predator Bay in Calgary in Alberta. And I believe I might have misidentified her so far as a previous Canadian state resident. I believe she actually comes from BC. Her husband comes from Alberta. And her husband is along the shoreline. So there's Tommy Harrington at the extreme far end of this tournament lake here at Trophy Lakes. An absolutely beautiful setting, and great place to have a pro tournament. A number of pro events have been staged here over the years, and for the last few seasons, this has been the home of the Malibu Open. And here is that Malibu towboat, the TXI, with that 6.2 liter monsoon engine at 32 off or 13 meters. Entrance gates, buoy number 1. Good strike there. Round buoy number 2. I like what she's doing out there. Keeping the flow. Just really prepared to put a hurt in on her onside buoys, which is 2, 4, and 6. She is right foot forward. So good effort there from Brianne Dodd. So, and we got Wade Cox. Thank you, Wade, and we'll continue right along with our competition. We just had a quick word with Anne-Marie Wroblewski, and Wade Cox, several-time Pro Tour event champion. We're having a quick look at Brianne Dodd right here on her second pass, and looking strong and looking in good shape. Well, just absolutely hammers that number 3, and that's her offside turn. Number 4, by about this time on 30 meters, she can just basically just ease up and cruise through this pass. And looking down the lake and seeing Ryan Dodd and Brianne's daughter looking in and seeing what's going on. This is 35 off, 12 meters. This is Brianne Dodd. Looking in good shape off buoy number 1. Will hammer now. Oh, getting broken over off number 2. Now she's going to have to fight for this one. This is at 35 off. It's a pass that she can afford not to run. And I tell you what, good effort there. A good recovery there for Brianne Dodd. But I tell you what, we'll take a quick instant replay look at buoy number 2, because I saw something there that could have put pay to that pass. Take a look. Round here, nice and open, just took the hit there, but she kept going, kept a direction rolling, and that is just pure experience there from Brianne Dodd. There's no substitute for that. Whenever the chips are down, you just gotta take the hit and just keep it going. Okay. All right then. So continuing right along, and my good friend from the city of Scott in Arkansas, which is a little ways outside of Little Rock, Scott Greenwood, one of our official drivers here. How you doing, sir?
Doing great, Tony. Good to be here.
Good, and great conditions here. A little humid, you know. I mean, we're used to being in places such as Louisiana and Arkansas where it's like humid, but man alive, in South Carolina, we weren't expecting this.
Yeah, we're kind of used to it, right?
All right, so here we go. Now, this is Brianne Dodd, 11.25 meters of 38 off. If she can get a fair way down this pass, then it will definitely put her in a good frame to maybe make it through to the next round. But 2 buoys it is for Brianne Dodd. Didn't get the best of starts, unfortunately.
Yeah, Tony, I think after that 2-ball, she had a little collision with our in-water camera.
Thanks. Our camera's down.
And you can see it there on the replay. So we're going to have to a little technical repair out here, Tony, on the in-water camera. Camera's down.
Yep, so all right, so we're going to bring in Anne-Marie Rabluski, but before that, we'll get to deal with a technical matter.
So Brianne hadn't been on the water for several years.
Yeah, exactly. She'd suffered an injury or two, and she recently gave birth to their family's first child.
Beautiful. Got to watch her yesterday in practice, and she looks very good out there on the ski.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to see her back out on the water.
Yes, indeed, and
so I'm just having a seat with you, Tony, with a at the water ski broadcast booth here. We're sitting here watching, actually from the TV screen. It's amazing the quality you guys are putting out on this webcast. I hope it's the same out there in the as you are seeing it. Out in Webland. There we go. We have Wade Cox down here.
Technical difficulty.
all right, so
Mike for Anne-Marie, but we have our second skier. State your name, Jesse.
Jesse Dobberden.
And where are you from?
I'm from Lakeland, Florida.
First Malibu Open, huh?
Yeah, very exciting.
A little nerve-wracking?
Very, but in a good way. It's an honor to be here. I'm super stoked.
We just watched Brianne run some buoys, so that was nice.
That was really cool. It looks great out there.
Good luck, tear it up.
Thank you very much.
all right, that was Wade Cox, and that was with Jesse Duberton, one of our third skier out. So just getting rid of a couple of items in the water. It was actually our buoy cam system that's taken a little bit of a knock. So we're trying to get that out of the way.
So Tony, I've been watching you guys, you and Vincent Stadelbauer, and you've had a lot of good help. And there's wires everywhere. This is quite a production you guys are putting on for the World of Water Skiing. It's amazing watching y'all work. How long have you been here getting set up for this event?
Yeah, we've been here for the last couple of days, just trying to install the wires and all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that we get some good quality camera footage, and hopefully it's reflected in what you're seeing right now. We're early enough into the event where we can actually make up a little bit of time going down the line, so to speak. We've just seen Brianne Dodd, and she got 2 at 38 off, but I don't know. I don't know whether she has cause to request a reride or anything like that on the basis of that of the obstacle in the water, or whether we'll continue right along with our next competitor, who should be Anne-Marie Ryblewski.
And where is she from, Tony?
Anne-Marie Ryblewski, I believe, is a skier who's native to Florida. As we look down towards our dock area, we've got Kelvin Kelm there, and actually he's installing the heart rate telemetry system with one of our next skiers, who is Kelly Breeden.
So explain the heart rate. What do you are you looking for a max heart rate at any certain time in the course, or just
we basically measure it buoy to buoy. So we have heart rate readings and taken at each buoy. It basically works in concert with our GPS system, the Shore Path GPS system created by a good friend of ours in England, and it's been utilized quite significantly in a number of different places, and it really helps the driver get instant feedback on their path in the slalom course, and helps average drivers become good, and good drivers become better, and great drivers become magnificent.
So you're talking about the Sure Pass. Okay,
yeah, Sure Path,
but the heart rate monitor that's going on the skier, and then you have one other item that I noticed that's in the boat. It's the tensioner.
Yeah, we did.
What do you call that?
Yeah, the rope tension system. Basically, what we do is we substitute what would be in the past to be a perfect pass tube. The rope tensioner. I mean, the modern use for those is basically the jump switch, and we basically substitute that with a rope tension measurement device, and we put that in concert with a transmitter in the boat. That's why you see so many transmitter antennas in the boat, and from there we receive rope tension readings all the way from the course, from when the boat enters the 55-meter buoy all the way through to the end. And on the basis of those readings, Masterline is actually giving a $500 cash prize to the person who can actually put the most tension on that line, and that person also gets a Masterline rope as well for their prize.
But you know, that's a neat concept, and gives a lot of feedback. But is that what we're trying to achieve? Is the maximum pull through the wakes, or is that just something that's giving us a little input?
Yeah, I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, really. I mean, there are skiers out there that would like to be fairly light on the rope, fairly light on the ski to get from one side of the course to the other. Then you've got some real heavy hitters, some really heavy skiers, such as Chris Parrish and Austin Abel, and some of the heavier skiers that
Freddie, right?
Yeah,
was that our last event winner?
Yeah, he was the last event winner. And they put a hurting on that toe line.
What was the maximum pull for the men for Freddie this past event?
In this past event, it was in the region of around about 700 pounds, somewhere around about that area. He's pulled anywhere up to 1,000 pounds. That was at the Swiss Pro Slalom this past year. So
think about that 700 pounds and how quick that's coming together, and then.
Yeah.
And going away.
Now, I do have to say that most of these pulls that you find are pretty much when Freddie is something on a line length for 10.25 meters, where he's like really having to put a hurt in on that line to get from one end of the course, one side of the course to the next, especially prior to one of his spectacular crashes, which have been
Oh, yeah.
quite common.
Typically, that big pull comes with a little drama ahead of it, right?
Yes, indeed.
Trying to put yourself
ahead
back
of,
on course.
ahead
Yeah.
of it and after it, most certainly.
Yeah.
All right, then. Looks like we've resolved our issue with the course, and looks like we've got our floating camera system restored and back in play. And while you are and while you're watching, feel free to throw in some comments during that last interview with Jesse Duberton. We didn't have any sound with Wade. Well, our director up there, who was Vince Stadelbauer, had one or two issues to deal with the buoy cam, so he didn't activate the microphone for that.
The buoy cam is back up and running, looks like, and we're
Yes,
doing
indeed.
our Phantom Pass or Stimulation Pass.
Yeah, indeed.
We have the infamous Tommy Harrington, which is notable back in the 90s when I used to come to Trophy Lake, and this was one of the, it still is the premier site. There's so much more competition for man-made lakes, but he was the guy that you were hoping to get in the boat when you came to Trophy Lake.
Yes,
I believe
indeed.
all the world records back then were set here at Trophy Lake.
Yeah, and this was back in the day when hand driving was the only kind of throttle control that was available before AccuSki, before Perfect Pass, before Zero Off. You remember the days of AccuSki.
That's where I learned. I got my driver's rating in the late '80s, so we were hand driving in those days. But then the introduction of all the technology has been really good for the sport.
And I mean, initially when they were trying to program the algorithms for those systems, they were trying to mimic the type of driving that Tommy Harrington and Les Tarr and all of those were producing. I mean, they put sensors.
Dana Reed.
Dana Reed, of course. The late great Dana Reed, of course, and. And after all of that time, all of that development, we've got a unified system so far as Zero Off is concerned.
And aren't we here today with this Malibu Open, mainly inspired by Dana Reed, this pro water ski tour company?
Absolutely. I mean.
Okay, Tony, give us a call.
All right, this is 28 off for 14.25 meters. This is Anne-Marie Wroblewski.
I believe Anna Marie spends a lot of her time with the Coble family training.
Nice looking opening pass there for Anne-Marie Wroblewski. Going to take a look at this with our instant replay. And just rolls in, doesn't roll in all the way, she gets to a certain point and then she holds it going across. And I mean, she's right foot forward, so she turns, holds, and then just eases into the edge change. Now here is our buoy cam right there. Handle up a little bit high, but this is the opening pass. She wants to get a good feel of the water, get a good feel of the conditions, and she did all right on the opening pass. I mean, there wasn't too much there to complain about.
Yeah, Anna Marie's is an up and coming young skier.
I
believe she's probably finishing out her junior round, maybe girls. We call it girls 5 now.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
very strong, but coming to the Malibu Open's got to be a different experience for her, and we're glad to see her here.
Yeah, that's definitely a game changer. I mean, this is the first year in the U.S. Nationals that you had not 3 but 5 junior divisions, having taken the decision to split those junior divisions in two-year increments rather.
Here comes the response, Tony.
Here we go. This is 32 off. This is 13 meters. Now she's starting to feel a little bit more of the pressure, but looks like she's pretty equal to it right now. Anne-Marie Wroblewski.
Yeah, very nice. Like we were talking about that first pass, feels like she was warming it up. Maybe a little bit of nerve, but she's feeling it now at the 32 off rope length, and we should see some power here at 35 off.
All right.
Nerves will be gone.
Well, here we go. We got a famous character in pro water skiing from back in the day. We've got Ben Favre here, and we'll talk to you a little bit and find out what your take is about our slalom skiing. So Ben, long time no see, pal.
It has been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been here in Charleston as well. So it's great to be back, and a lot of great memories of tournaments here. A lot of fun, man. Just so many good memories coming through those gates and seeing this site. It's like the Augusta National of slalom skiing.
Oh, yes, you're absolutely right there. I mean, I remember years and years ago when Jeff Rogers skied here and won those record tournaments, and I could swear that he was down course by at least 20 feet at 39.5 off and still ran it.
Yeah, so I'll never forget when he ran 41 because I was the skier after him. And he and I are standing on the dock debating whether or not we should ski tonight or tomorrow because it was so dark. And then he went out and ran 41. I was like, well, I guess I got to go now.
All right, then. And here we go. We got Anne-Marie Wroblewski coming into the course. This is 35 off now. Looking good. And we'll talk a little bit more with Ben Favre. And and she just eased up way too much into buoy number 5 and took the hit, and unfortunately couldn't continue with the pass, which means that the Brienne Dodd is still in the lead with 2 at 38 off, 2 at 11.25 meters. That was the replay from the pass previous to that. That was at 32 off, but Anne-Marie Wroblewski scores 5 at 35 off. I don't think 5 at 35 off is going to do much for her aspirations in terms of making it through to the next round of the competition, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
But Tony, I think we're going to be seeing her for years to come.
Oh, yeah.
An exciting young skier that's showing a lot of promise.
Yes, indeed. And
she's got the body, doesn't she? She's
got
the body type of a slalom skier. You look at that and you say, that's a slalom skier right there.
Yes, indeed. And she's definitely tall. She's definitely very physically inclined for that particular event. And there's Tommy. And getting ready for our next competitor, who should be Jessie Duberton, who is an elementary school teacher from Central Florida, the last I heard. And
somewhere along here in these first 5, 6, 7 skiers, someone's going to run a 38, and then it's on, right? Everybody's skiing is going to go up another notch, and that's typically what happens here. Is things are kind of trucking along. People are skiing okay. And then someone lights it up, and then everybody kind of gets refocused, and then the scores just bust through the wall.
Yes,
This
indeed.
is such a great sight, and it kind of gives them that little adrenaline shot, and then scores just jump way up.
Yes, indeed. That expression, good morning, how are you doing? There you go, after 38 off. Talking about cut points, I mean, I'm figuring that it's probably going to take 4 to maybe make it through, possibly 3. We'll see. And our next competitor is going to be Jessie Duberton, and she'll be coming in at 28 off, 14.25 meters. I know how you guys love metric. And
yeah, we like the American system. 28 off. Here we go, Tony.
Here we go, Jessie Duberton. Now she's a skier who's pretty experienced at this game. She's competed in a number of Swiss Pro Slalom competitions. Swiss Pro Slalom will take place in October the 11th, but that will be live also here and exclusive on to DWBC.
Yeah, to go back to what Ben was saying, it just gets kind of infectious. Somebody knocks out a score, and then it just starts rolling. Everybody knows that it skis good here, and then the whole day just starts rolling, and the buoys start coming easier and easier.
All right, we just for those of you that are watching the screen, you just saw the stats there for Anne-Marie Wroblewski skiing with C1 on the 0 off, and you can tell a little bit about a skier what their approach is to event by checking in on their 0 off setting, and I'm sure you guys probably have a better explanation than I do so far as 0 off is concerned. How you set your letter, how you set your number, because I think it's based upon location and intensity. That's the 2 major factors involved.
For sure, Ben. What are your settings?
I'm running on this boat B2, And to me, it's all about keeping the line, right? I mean, what setting do you have to be for your style of skiing to maintain control and stay in sync with the boat and the rope? So, I care less about what the letter number is. It's for your style, what keeps you balanced and strong so you have control of the line when you need it.
For sure. What do we have here, Tony? 32 off.
Yeah, this is 32 off the green loop. Oh, and riding that Connolly and looking good. The only female slalom skier in this field to actually ride a Connolly slalom scheme. Pretty much the majority of the skiers competing will actually be riding on a good.
That was radar.
But let's take a look.
So yeah, it is a Connolly, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah, a little open to the boat coming across to number 2, but absolutely barrels down in towards buoy number 3.
That's a radar, yeah. Sorry, Tony.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Anna Marie was riding a Connolly, though.
Okay.
So the colors are so different. It's skis. Thinking of skis, and you're talking about different skis.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot like what Ben said. There's a lot of different styles out there, and then
Here's Wade.
Doc with Kelly Breeden. Kelly, you're a senior at Florida Southern. What are you majoring in?
I'm
Thank you,
majoring in biochemistry, and I have an art minor.
You have a job lined up yet?
No, I'm going to grad school, so I have a lot more school to go.
Good for you. Good luck.
All right there, Kelly Breeden getting ready for her turn, and out there on the water we have got Jessie Duberton.
okay, we're into pass number 3, and she will have to make this, Tony. 35 off to challenge for the lead. Brienne is 2 at 38.
Yes, indeed, and you can almost start to count down the skiers a little bit here because we only lose 7 for the semi-final. Oh, look at this. In a little bit. Oh, does she? How on earth did she get around 6? How on earth?
We'll see what the judges say, but that looked like she made that one.
If you want a personification of experience there, you just got it there off number 5 into number 6. But I mean, for about the first third of the pass, the first 2 buoys not looking too bad. But I mean, getting around buoy now, she started to generate a little bit of slack, more than she wanted, but I'll tell you what, got some slack off number 5.
Very nice.
Yes, indeed.
Just very nice patience out of 5, right?
Yes, indeed. And that's where experience comes into play. A lot of people will actually panic in that situation on number 5, but not Jessie.
So we have an opportunity to break this open here. 2 at 38 off right now from Brienne Carter's holding the lead. How many competitors in the open women division? Is it 17?
Yeah, we got 17. We only lose 7 of them, so we're 10 advanced through to the next round of the competition. So in order for Jessie Duberton to take the lead, she has to get more than 2, and that will relegate Brienne Dodd down to second place.
So with a 45-second sit-down time, that she comes back quickly to us at 38 off.
All right, then, on the purple loop, let's see what she's got. Handle a little close in the gate pull out.
A
Ooh,
bit deep.
Yeah, and just
Let's look at that gate pull out and glide, Tony.
Yeah,
It looked like she was
exactly.
mismanaging a little extra speed.
Yeah, it looks like she rocked onto the back of the ski, and whenever you do there you see, not smooth at all. And
Well, it wasn't as bad as I thought, but she's definitely moving in there at 1.
Yeah, and loses the line round buoy number 1, and there you go, and down she goes.
So a half at 38, holding down number 2 spot.
Yeah, holding it down at number 2, so half at 38.
Who's our next skier, Tony?
Next skier is Kelly Breeden.
And Kelly is from Florida?
But believe in the panhandle of Florida.
Another one of our young skiers. I'm not sure if she is in the last of the juniors or into women's 1 right now. We don't have bios. Do you have bios over there, Tony?
Well, I do have some information though on her previous score. She has gotten about as far as four about 1.5 at 11.25 meters, 2.5,
38 off.
11.25 meters. Yeah, that was at the Stillwater Lakes competition that took place just a few days ago. So she has some relative form.
Very nice score.
Yeah, indeed. But
at the Pro-Am event, right?
Yeah, the Pro-Am event. But
so 1.5 at 38 is her best score.
Yes, but she averages about 2/3 the way into 35 off. So she basically has to ski her best here to really put some pressure on.
Yeah, but we are at Trophy Lakes in the Malibu Open, and Tommy Harrington behind the boat, and here we are at Kelly Breeden, 28 off, Tony.
And I tell you what, Kelly Breeden, aside from being an absolutely fantastic skier here at 28 off, has a smile that can absolutely light up a room.
Awesome.
There you go.
Awesome. Making 28 look easy.
28 off, 14.25 meters, the yellow loop. And not bad at all. And good gate pull out. Nice extension. Guides the handle into the hip there. Just trying to stay stacked behind the boat. But not trying to overdo things too much at this point. You know, a lot of skiers, have got the adrenaline pumping through their veins. They want to put a good showing out there, and they try to overextend themselves on 14.25 meters. And sometimes they overrun the buoy, and it's game over.
Yeah, and there goes the Malibu response, driving steady down the lake, and just a very nice first pass for Kelly. And Tony is bringing Jesse in here for a short interview, but we'll catch it right after this next pass at 32 off.
All right, so here we go. This is at 32 off. This is Kelly Breeden. Oh. Not looking bad. Kelly now starting to be a little bit more aggressive. Now starting to work her shoulders and counter-rotate a lot more. And there you go. That is 32 off. That is Kelly Breeden. All right, so as Kelly Breeden, look at Kelly Breeden's instant replay, we have got Jesse Duberton. So Jesse, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. That score of half at 38 off, you're probably hoping for a little bit more than that.
I was hoping for a few more, yeah.
A few more, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much more were you looking for?
I was hoping to at least get 3. I was aiming for 4. But
Okay.
I messed up my gate.
Yeah, so I heard among the birds chirping around the dock that 3 or 4 is what's going to take to advance. But you never know. You just never know in this situation. You're one of only 2 competitors to run through 35 off so far. So hopefully fingers crossed.
I know. Yeah, we'll keep watching and see how everyone does.
All right then. Best of luck to you going forward, Jesse Duberton.
Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
for announcing.
All right, so here we go now.
35 off, Tony, coming back.
All right.
Behind the Malibu response.
Okie dokie.
Kelly, nice smooth entry to the gate.
A little opening
moving up
to
high
one.
there at 1. Going big on the hillside turn there. Let's see if she can manage her way out the backside of this. 35.
Round 3. Oh. Checks it on 5.
Yes.
Oh, it keeps the line tight, and there you go.
Yeah, no problem.
And this is something that Wade kind of alluded to a little bit at Hilltop, which was about 2 to 3 weeks ago. Is a lot of skiers on some of these more difficult passes actually like check at the end of each turn to see which position they're in, and then make a decision to wait.
Yeah,
for the line to go tight.
Watch this 4-ball. She's a little fast here at 3 and moves out to 4. Knows it's her hillside turn. Well, we're not going to get the view we're looking for. Hips back a little bit. Little safety there at 4. Knows she's in good shape now and can long turn 5 and go ahead and get out the gates here and get a fresh line here at 38 off.
Right, 38 off it is, and Brienne Dodd, still our current leader with 2 at 38 off. We'll try and keep you on pace and on track with the scores as they become available. Brianne Dodd has 2 at 38 off. Jessie Duberton with half at 38 off, and Kelly Breton now approaching 38 off.
So you got to think that they're thinking about what's the score that I have to get here as she moves out to 1 ball, and is in trouble at 1 already.
Okay, that puts her in second place right now. It's 1 buoy.
Yes, it does put her in second place.
Yes, indeed. So she's going to have to wait.
But she's a half buoy off her personal best, so great score.
Not bad.
This
not
morning.
Bad.
I know I was looking for more, Tony, but that's still solid score for her up against her personal best score of 1.5.
Yes, indeed. The proverbial Oliver Twist, always looking for more.
And there he is again, Tommy Harrington. We have Trish Burt out there.
All right.
And we have Wade down on the dock doing his interviews. Hall of Famer. One of my old homeboys back in Arkansas, was born and raised in Prescott, mostly raised in Prescott, and then moved to Florida at an early age. But I skied in my first tournament in 1979 against Wade.
Wow.
And he beat me by 6 buoys. I'd never seen the slalom course in my life. Here he is.
We have Allie Garcia here with us on the dock. Allie, how old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
First Malibu Open?
No, I think like my 3rd now.
You're almost like a professional. You've been around for quite a few years, huh?
I've just been following my brother around mostly, but lucky to be here with him, I guess.
Still nervous though, huh?
I think every time a little bit, yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Wade. And continuing right along with Cassidy Hawkins. 28 off start. Cassidy Hawkins, originally from Missouri.
And here's a young great here that's been putting out some amazing scores. Has been here for several days helping out with all the setup at the Malibu Open, and very impressive, hardworking young kid that has a lot of future ahead of her, Tony.
Yes, indeed. And
would this be skiing a bit early for her seeding, or are we moving into the?
We're moving in towards the top seeds. I mean, she skied about midway. She skied about the early part midway in the seeding in the nationals in the.
Did she? Yeah.
No, so,
very nice. Big counter on the hillside turn there. That looks really nice.
Oh yeah, that's picture perfect right there.
Yeah, just feeling things out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
is that the 28 off pass?
Yeah, that's
opening?
28 off, and she made that pass look easy, but she was definitely prepared to put a little bit of grunt on the turns to see exactly how much the water can hold her up in the turn, and whether she can go as aggressively as she would intend to, or whether as she would plan to.
Make sure you tell Vince it's not my fault, please.
And there's a good shot of Allie Garcia. Beautiful smile there. She'll be up next, Tony.
All right, there. Here is Cassidy Hawkins. Entrance gates, 32 off. Nicely done. Oh, look at her go. She's early.
Keeping the line
she's
nice
wide.
and tight.
She's backside in these turns, especially her 2-4. Oh, lovely. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, she's in sync with Tommy Harrington right now, doing a great job. Knows right where she is in relation to the boat. Unbelievable. All right, nice replay there, Tony. Little interruption up here, but we're trying to keep it flowing for you.
All right, so Cassidy Hawkins now getting through the opening 2 passes, and the early two passes tend to be the easier ones, obviously. The first 2. starting off with a real easy pass of 14.25 meters and then going with 13. Now this is where it starts to get a little bit more intense.
35 off. Cassidy Hawkins made that last pass look beautiful. Let's see what she does here, Tony.
True blue.
Nice and tight there at 1.
Oh,
Counters
look at
out
this.
at 2. Just cruising 35 here.
And
nice.
this is where the effort in the opening 2 passes to try and get as close to her aggressive technique comes into play. You know, she was able to replicate what she did at 32 off and put it on a shorter line length for 35 off. You know, so 3 feet shorter, and it doesn't look much different. Maybe a little bit more resistance behind the boat, but those turns look very, very similar.
Very nice. Very nice. Just warming up. Now we're going to have a great challenger here now for Breanne Dodd with the 2 at 38 off as the lead. And the way she's riding her ski right now, you know, we always say this. They look really good and really easy, but this next pass, the rope is actually shorter than the buoy line. If the boat was stopped in the middle of the course, right across from the turn ball, when you stretch the rope out, it's 12 inches short, Tony.
Yeah.
To get outside the buoy. And typically when the boat is the skier is at the in the dynamics of skiing the course, when the skier is at the ball, the boat is actually past the gate. So the rope is actually shorter than 12 inches unless you hit the mark perfect, and the skier is usually behind the boat a touch. So she's having to make up all the difference here at 38 off to get outside the buoy line.
And it all starts with the gate pull out. Has to be aggressive, has to maintain that tight line into the turn. Now look at her go around buoy number 1. There's
Nice tight.
1. There's the 2. She's in the lead, provided she gets a piece of 3. Look at her go
Little
into
slag
buoy
at
number
3.
4.
Oh, and goes down,
and
Tony.
Gets round buoy number 5, and you know she's in the lead, and that will probably be enough for all intents and purposes to make it through to the next round of the competition. But when you get that close to running the pass,
I know. That was so nice. She was cruising. She was managing herself well through the course. Let's have another look at it here, Tony. Gets out of 1. Nice.
I tell you what, nothing grinds your gears more than getting that close to running a pass.
Looked a little short into 2, but thinks there's a little bit of loose line at 3, and she knows she's got to go to work now. So she has to go big here at 4. And this is the tough part. Going into we're seeing it here, but you get into
just went up high.
You get into 5 and you think I got to do a little too much here, or I got to do more than I should, and it's just a tough decision when you're going what kind of speed you're hitting into the ball. You got to make that split-second decision. Should I hammer down and stay? Here's Wade here. Go ahead, Wade. All right, send it on, Wade. You're up.
Hey, we have Sasha, our next skier. You're from where?
I'm from Belarus.
So you must be friends with Natalia?
Yes, I am. We're teammates with Natty, Ace, so yeah.
Where do you do your training?
I currently ski at the Lake Hancock in Orlando.
Good luck, Sasha.
All right, here comes Ali Garcia. Thanks a lot for that, Wade, interviewing Alexandra Danyaskaya from Belarus. And here is Ali Garcia, a freshman at the University of Alabama, the
Roll
Crimson Tide. There
Roll
you go.
Tide, and she is rolling.
She rolled into that 6. I
yeah,
tell you
with the red suit on, she is representing the Tide. Ali here showing you what she's made of. Look at that style, moving her hips through that opening turn there. She's super aggressive, coming out strong. Allie's really been showing her stuff this year, coming along, cruising through some big passes this summer, putting out some big scores, and just showing you what she's made of right here on her opener. 28 off, Tony. Look at that, how tall and stance, and just letting that ski move all the way under the line. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right down the lake is that Malibu response, just cruising, steady line right out the gates.
Indeed, wearing the crimson red. for the University of Alabama. A good friend of mine used to go there, and
Who would that be, Tony?
Lots
of good friends.
Lots of good friends. I mean, Ben Favre, he went to Alabama as well. Roll Tide.
Yeah, my son Sam Greenwood went there.
Went to it.
Just graduated a couple years ago.
A couple of folks from out in San Marcos in Texas.
Shout out to Lyman Hardy and his crew. He's
Or-
put together quite a team over the last several years. And here we
Indeed.
are.
Is Ali Garcia at 35 off.
Nice tight one ball. Nice tight two. Look at this, Tony.
Look at this. Beauty of a run.
She's surely liking the way it feels out
35
here
off.
today.
And that's 35 off. Now, did she
Oh,
go to
did she
32?
open at 32?
Yeah, I believe she went in at 32. We'll get confirmation of that.
Yeah, we need to get confirmation of that, Tony. That looks really good. Totally looks in sync with the boat today.
Actually, she went in at 28 off.
28, okay. Still looking really nice, Tony. Look how nice control she is with the moving out to the top of the turn. Nice.
Yeah. Not afraid to backside these turns.
Just totally in sync with the boat and her ski. Really likes what she's doing out there.
You know, and that's the thing that's the thing that kind of stumps a lot of slalom skiers that approaching this level, is that the whole notion is you've got to make the course short. You don't want to ski like significantly wider than the course. Well, my feeling is if you generate that much angle, for you to decelerate and make that turn, you're going to have to ski wide to keep that line tight in order for you to backside, because the benefit is you get that residual angle and then you're off to the races. You don't have to work nearly as hard. Here we go. This is Ali Garcia. This is 35 off. There you go. Ooh, a little bit behind on buoy number 4 and number 5, but she takes the hit on both occasions.
Yeah. Tony, but
Runs it.
she's not backing off at all with her aggression, skiing like she skis. That's very nice. A little bit of loose line at 4 ball, which is her toe side turn. Absolutely rips 1 ball. Just staying still on her ski. Feeling the flow right out there to 2. That's your term, right? Feeling the flow?
Feeling the flow.
I'm
working
listening
it.
to you, man. Working it. Yeah, that looks good, Tony.
Yeah.
Here she gets a little loose line. Handle comes up a little bit, but totally chills into 5. She knows she's done going into hillside turn. This is great skiing
go.
for Ali. Going to get an opportunity to post a score here, maybe get herself in the lead.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
going to be a 5 at 38, a full 5 to get into the lead.
Harnessing the energy, blocking the bad.
Feeling the flow.
Feeling the flow, working it. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Wearing the red of the University of Alabama. And I tell you what, she's a freshman now with those colors, but wait until she graduates as senior. She'll be wearing houndstooth.
Yeah. Okay, here we come. 38 off for the lead for Ali Garcia. We watched this girl grow up, and she's really blossomed into quite a slalom skier
All right,
over the last several years.
She needs more than 4.5 to take the lead.
Oh, nice, Tony.
Cassidy Hawkins, round buoy
There
number
it
2.
is.
Oh, a little delayed there. Can't afford too many of those. Takes the hit off buoy number 3. Good to go round number 4. Can she make it round buoy number 5? She S-turns to the
Very
wake.
nice.
Nice. Good
Very nice.
experience there.
Yeah, never backed off at any turn. Never backed, and shows you, Tony, the training and the experience that she has. Some skiers would start thinking. She never stopped. She stayed aggressive here, kind of got into 2 a little bit,
Ooh,
chilled out here.
checked on 2.
Yeah, we're going to get to see that hillside
but
turn
you saw
here.
that off the second week. She pulled along into 3.
Yeah, but she knew that was hillside, so she could put a little power going into.
Oh, and look at that. Look at that energy there off number 3.
Definitely moving fast into toe side turn. Creates a lot of questions when you're out there, but she stayed aggressive out of that toe
And I
side
think
turn.
she figured out of buoy number 4 that if she can get round number 5 into the wake, then she'll
Chelsea Mills
definitely
here with us.
is
You've been
Wade.
putting up a whole bunch of big scores this year. You got
So, yeah,
third
scores like Ben
recently,
Favre
or
said.
no, second. Sorry, at the Syndicate Pro-Am. So, how are you feeling today?
I'm Feeling good. This is like a second home for me. I love this place.
I'm not sure,
only
but
3.5
we'll see.
hours from home, so these waters are pretty familiar, and my people are here, so I'm excited to ski today.
Isn't it kind of cool when you get to a place like this, when you almost let your eye line, and then once you jump in the water, like the water feels good, right?
Oh, definitely. It is slower than home, though, for sure. Probably slower than most places, so gonna have to stay strong.
Have fun.
All right, thanks a lot, Wade and Chelsea. This is Sasha Danyashkaya from Belarus.
I've known Sasha for a long time, but I'm glad you're pronouncing her last name, Tony. An amazing skier, an amazing 3-event skier out of Belarus. A very delightful young woman, and just cruises through her opening 28 off pass. We'll get to see her later today, one of the top jumpers in the world, top overall skiers in the world.
And tell you what, if there's a skier that's any more grateful being here in the United States right now, it's Sasha Danyashkaya coming to us from Belarus, and I'm sure that those of you that are watching the international headlines are seeing the turmoil that's taking place in that country right now. So better here than there at the moment. And there is Sasha Danyashkaya with 14.25 meters, just easing into that run. And I tell you what, she's going to have to go some to take the lead now, because that lead has been reset at 5, courtesy of Ali Garcia.
Yeah, one of her training partners, Ali, put out a beautiful score. I know that she's got to be happy with that score. I believe Ali knocked down 38 this summer, if I remember correctly, but always wanting to run 38. But a 5 is probably it's going to be a tough one to beat, to get in. To the finals.
Indeed.
7 skiers or 10 skiers?
10 skiers
10
advance
skiers getting
out
in the
of
next
17 on this list. So let's have a look and see. 32 feet off the rope for Sasha Danyashkaya. And nicely done. Oh, look at how easy this looks.
Yeah.
This is just
extremely disciplined how she stands on her ski.
Ski behind her a little bit on 5, but she had enough in hand for that one.
Yeah, very disciplined, knows the movement she wants to make, and just stays in that position no matter where she is in the course. She stays nice and tall, right up over that ski. Look how she moves the ski off the second wake very quickly and just glides out to the top of the turn.
Ooh, a little bit of a hit on number 3, but she's good to go. Doesn't let her hips deviate.
Yeah,
you know, that's
super disciplined there. Beautiful skiing. Got to watch her yesterday in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Had a good round. I think she ran deep into 38 yesterday.
Well, there you go. Let's see if she can replicate that kind of practice score here as we take a look on the sliding dock and look at Chelsea Mills, who will be skiing next. There's your lead score, 5 at 38 off, 5 at 11.25 meters for those of you keeping tabs. And good few of you are watching right now. And there's our top 10, Garcia, Hawkins, Dodd, Breeden, Doberton, and Wroblewski.
Yeah, we see Chelsea there, I believe, had a great weekend. Where was that, Hilltop?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She was in second place behind Jamie Bull.
So we'll see how she does today in this crew here as we have 35 off here, Tony.
There you go.
Sasha coming in the course here, just cruising. You can hear that ski whistling into that toe side turn. Rips the back out of 4. All good here. Touch of slack, but no issues here at 35 off.
Yes, indeed.
So we have another challenger, Tony.
Yes, indeed. That ski whistling down the lake like a Clint Eastwood movie, I guess.
Yeah, sounds real nice in our ear here, right behind us. So as we're watching on the screen here at the Malibu Open. The quality here as we're watching Sasha cruise through 35 off is amazing that we're seeing here on site. As I said earlier, I hope it's just as amazing out there in the internet land.
And I mean, check going into her offside turn. She tends to ski this a little bit loose. Doesn't have too much of the line to work with into number 5. But tell you what, she recovers well, checks it into 6, and there you go. That's 35 off. Now, lead score is 5, and there are 2. Yeah, and there are 2 there are 3 other scores.
And a little bit of a gap there between the 2.5, and so there's some room for somebody to stack one in there.
Yeah, and there's the rope tension leaderboard right now. Anne-Marie Rabluski right up there towards the top. We'll try and keep track of that.
What was that number, Tony?
Didn't quite get that, but we'll return to that in due course as we progress on. All right, then, here we go. This now is...
Got a little trouble out of one. She's going to have to go big at 2, and she did.
It's
Tony.
1.5. That puts her behind Brianne Dodd.
Yeah, got pulled up at 1, Tony.
So that kind of puts her in 4th place right now, to the best of my knowledge.
Let's watch this move in here at 1. Went a little hard all at once. Might have been managing a little excess speed. Gets pulled up at 1, and this is what it creates. The possibility of having a big turn at 2, and it's just tough at that point when you're narrow into 2, Tony, and a tough one for Sasha. She's not going to be happy.
No,
but she
definitely
will get
not.
another
Hey,
opportunity
on the dock
going
with
into Wade.
Alice Bagnoli. I think I did that pretty good with that. So you're from Milan?
Yeah, I'm from Milan, Italy, and this is the first time I come here to do the Malibu Open, and I'm pretty excited.
Get up on the
There are great skiers, so I'm pretty stoked about skiing with those people.
Awesome. Good luck.
All right, so there we go. We just saw Wade Cox have a quick word with Alicia Bagnoli, who's going to be our next skier after the skier that will be taken to the water. It will be Chelsea Mills. There's a road tension, 551 there for Anne-Marie. Kelly Breen with 531. Sasha with 500. Ali Garcia with 494, so that gives you an idea there. All right, this now is Chelsea Mills. Now, she's an aggressive skier and actually came into the sport relatively late compared to a lot of our other competitors.
Yeah, for sure. She kind of came out of nowhere, Tony, and it looks like a 28 off start for Chelsea.
Yeah.
But she's really made a big splash coming onto the scene. I talked to her briefly yesterday. And, she's involved in a lot. She grew up in the, tennis world. So
Yeah, she's
definitely
still a
athlete,
tennis coach.
Individual athlete. So she understands this sports dynamic from being the sole person on the court or on the water. And the thing she's getting into now, and you probably know more about it, is this sports psychology.
Yes, indeed.
The invisible sport.
Yes, indeed. She is actually part of a company, a sports practice in Charlotte called Winning Mindset, and helps to train athletes, more especially in tennis, where tennis is essentially her first sport. Yeah. She transitioned into this whilst still doing tennis, but she works.
She told me she's working with a few water skiers now.
Yeah, indeed, that's kind of dovetailed into that sport as well, because there are
with the platform she's creating for herself. I wouldn't be surprised if she started to work with more water ski athletes. From the understanding of it and the processing of it on and off the water.
She'll have a hard time with me. I'm a basket case.
Tony, I've seen you ski. It's been a while, but you're a heck of a slalom skier.
All right, then. Here we go. This is Chelsea Mills. Oh, look at that. Oh, that smooth as silk.
Very nice. I'd love to know how many years that she's been competing now, but extremely accomplished at this stage. Skiing in the open women's division and showing a lot of success this year.
Yes, indeed. And she started skiing and competing in a mid-20s.
Yeah.
So and
look at this here, just letting that ski cruise through.
Exactly.
Tony.
Good looking approach here with our buoy cam. The buoy number 3, and just take a look at her hips and a line control. Not letting the boat take her. Behind her, just using that angle, using that thrust to get across the weights.
Yeah, it's nice to welcome a more of an elite athlete into our sport and see how quick they can be accomplished. And Who do we have next on the dock there? Is that, I want to hear you pronounce Alice. Is it Alice?
Alice Bagnoli.
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 Yes.
Okay, I might have been pronouncing that wrong, but next.
It's
next on
Italiana.
the water. Yes, yes.
Here we go.
35 off, Tony.
Here we go. 35 off. Look at her go. Now, if she can get past 5 at 38 off, then I think she's guaranteed herself a spot through to the next round of the competition. We are at the bubble point. That is 35 off. So she is close to getting there, but she's 5 buoys away from penciling herself through to the next round.
Yeah,
and,
as we're moving along with these skiers, you're seeing how this 35 off pass is just less and less of a struggle for the skiers that are on the upper end of this seating. And she cruises right through 35 off. Very little issues here. Maybe a touch extra speed into 2-ball, but settles down really nice into this pass. Moves that ski through there at 4 on that toe side turn, and just right on the back of 5. No problem, Tony.
Yep, no
but
worries there.
Like you say, we've got a 2, and then we're going to 3.5. There's a little bit of room in there.
Yeah.
How many skiers are left?
According to our list, we've got Alice, Elizabeth, Taryn, Karen, Ellie, Brooke, Jamie, Manon, and Regina. That is the skiers we have remaining are 9 skiers remaining.
9 skiers remaining. So there's kind of creating a bubble now, Tony.
Yeah, indeed. All right, let's have a look and see. So she can get past 5 on this pass. She will establish a bubble, an unbreakable bubble. Oh, look at this! Whoa! Oh!
What happened, but looked good out of 2, Tony. Just something happened as the rope got tight. She looked like she was all the way through the
positioning.
turn.
I don't know.
This 1 and 2 was beautiful.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at her feet because I don't know. It kind of looks like a
comes
binding.
through 1-ball. Look how nice that is, Tony. Moves out to 2. Looks like the ski got all the way through, but she just didn't get
Yeah, it went too far. The ski went round too far.
So tough luck for Chelsea. It's probably going to have a full score of 2.
Hey, Elizabeth Montavon on deck, and you are on quite the rise. Got a 3rd recently at the Hilltop Pro-Am. So how you feeling for today?
It's really good to see you, Wade. I feel really good. It's been a great journey of a summer. I'm looking forward to where it all goes into the off season.
It's kind of exciting, huh? Like everybody's here, water's good. We're ready to see you rip it up.
Thank you. You know, it's like great to have some normalcy. Like it's great to see all this, the pro faces again, and just it feels like kind of a normal summer again. So yeah, I'm super thrilled about this event. Thank you, Malibu, for having it. We all just really needed this.
Awesome. Tear it up.
Thank you.
Hang on. All right, then, coming into the course, Alice Bagnoli now knowing that she knows that 5 at 38 offers will secure her place through to the next round of the competition. If she can get 4.5, then that will help her out too. This is 14.25 meters. It's 28 off, and Alice Bagnoli from Italia, who skis at a number of different facilities around Italy, primarily San Gervasio, Joliski, and also the national ski site in Rocchetto, but staying on this side of the Atlantic due to the whole COVID-19 deal, and skiing at Swiss Ski School, as well as at Airport Lake in Lafayette.
That's right, yeah, and we got the chance to go to the Junior World Championships. I think it was the under-17. I don't remember what year that was, to San Gervasio. I'm probably butchering that name, but we got to ski there with Matteo. Matteo at the time was just out of college, and I was so amazed. I mean, everybody's amazed at Matteo now, but he was young, and he was the tournament director of that event, and he ran that like such a seasoned veteran of tournament organizing. It was amazing.
Yeah, and like a lot of endeavors like this, I mean, he certainly had a great team of him with Claudio Benetti and Fedele Luzzeri.
Lots of mentors in the sport of water skiing.
certainly.
So shout out to
And,
Mateo.
and also Gennady Gorelia as well. So here we go. This is Alicia Bagnoli.
Little head drop there too, but looking good. 32 off. Very nice. Got to watch her ski from the boat yesterday, Tony.
Ooh.
She is just a strong skier, has a great style.
Oh, nice. I like that. Not bad at all there for Alicia Bagnoli. So, good effort. Good effort there for Alicia. And that is 32 off.
Go ahead, I'll get him.
Okay, sorry. All right then, here comes Alicia Bagnoli. Now, this is 35 off, 12 meters. The boat accelerating up to 55k, 34 miles an hour. Here at the Malibu Open 2020. Here we go. Alicia Bagnoli, good aggressive start. Laying it down hard off number 2. Little bit loose into 3. Continuing to run takes a big old hit on 4. Can she recover well off 5? Yeah, there you go, Alicia Bagnoli. It's a 6 buoy count, and it is at 35 off, and certainly made that pass look difficult. Certainly not the smoothest 35 off pass we've seen, but it is a 6 buoy count, and 6 buoys is 6 buoys, and we'll see what she needs to get to make it through to the next round of the competition. We know that the score of Ali Garcia is enough to see her advance with 5 at 35 off, and we've got 8 skiers remaining, 10 advance through. So if Alicia Bagnoli can actually take second place so far at the very least, then she will guarantee herself a place through to the next round of the competition. So, Alicia Bagnoli now making the turn round the island. All right, here we go. This now is Alicia Bagnoli. 38 off, 11.25 meters on the purple loop. Let's see what she's got. Round 1. Oh, good dig. Good dig round. Oh, and another one with 1.5. Could we see a possible multiple weight runoff here? We've got, how many skiers have we got at 1.5 at this point?
We have 2 now, Tony.
We have 2.
And Sasha are at 1.5. So we have a couple skiers at 2, which are Brianne Dodd and Chelsea Mills.
And Chelsea Mills, yes. So I mean, those 2 could well have a shout at making it through to the next round of the competition. So Alicia is now with 1.5 at 38 off, and looked in good shape off the first buoy and approaching number 2, but just couldn't keep hold of the handle. And 1.5 is, as they say, all she wrote.
So after 9 skiers, Tony, Ali Garcia hanging onto the lead with 5 at 38 off here at the Malibu Open at Trophy Lakes here at Johns Island, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina. Grateful to be here today. Beautiful day. A little bit of an overcast.
Hey, we got
here and
Taryn
there.
Grant here on the dock.
A little bit muggy.
Taryn, you're
but
from Western Canada, right? Winnipeg?
Yes, yeah, that's correct. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
How many times have you been on the Canadian team now?
Oh, it's probably getting close. Actually close to 10 years now, so a little while.
Feel any pressure today?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to be back at a pro tournament. It's probably been about a year since last year's Malibu Open, so I'm really excited.
Hey, tear it up. Have fun, huh?
All right, here we go. Thanks, Wade. And that was Wade with Taryn Grant on the dock. She's going to ski next after this competitor. Now, This is an interesting competitor, Elizabeth Montavon, who comes to us from a skiing family that dates back all the way to the late 70s, early part of the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Elizabeth Montavon cruising through opener. 28 off is what it says on the screen there, Tony.
Oh,
Cruises
yeah.
through.
Cruises? You sure?
Yeah, she's very aggressive, man. I got to see her in the boat yesterday, and she gets after it from the first pass all the way through. As she turns here, just ripping hillside turn here. Nice stack position. Stays tall the whole time. Look at this. Really worked on her style over the years. Skis with Chet Raley.
Oh, yeah, you can see elements of his slaloming philosophy out there. Just maintaining, getting around the turn, just getting into a decent position, just holding that position all the way through across the back of the boat, not moving around too much.
Yeah, look how nice and tall she is there. Cruising the opening pass.
Mm-hmm.
As Tony says, not cruising, but getting after it. That kind of reminds me of Andy. When he skied,
Yeah.
he got after it from the very first pass to the very last one. He skied them all the same.
Indeed. All right, then. So Elizabeth Montavon, who's a marketing consultant from West Palm Beach in Florida, skis with Chet Raley, but also skis with her parents over in that part of the world as well. They
Rivers out at Okahili and ski out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she skied there too.
Here she goes through 32 off, Tony. Grew up in her early life as a trick skier, but hitting the slalom world like a storm. Elizabeth Montavon.
And also an alumnus of Alabama.
And another Tide rolling, but she's going with the pink today. Didn't go with the roll Tide red or crimson.
Yep, indeed. And Elizabeth Montavon, extremely enthusiastic participant in the world of social media. Like I said, she's a marketing consultant, but I tell you what, she's been working the Instagram pretty well.
She's fun to watch. She's full of content.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very positive inspiration to a lot of folks. If you like watching kind of daily affirmation stuff, she works really hard in and out of the gym, in her diet. Really works hard.
She's ripped
from morning till dark. Yeah, she's gonna do well, Tony.
Yep.
And time will surely tell. She's putting the time in, and it will come.
Did you just quote an Asia song?
Oh,
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. Yeah.
Okay.
So here we come. It's 35 off. Should be a routine pass here for Elizabeth. Let's see how it goes.
All right, there. And we've just seen the rope tension stats there. Chelsea Mills taking the lead there with 6:15. Here we go. This is Elizabeth Montavon. And she placed on the podium over at the Moomba Masters earlier on in the season before COVID shut everything down beyond that point. And look at that, 35 off. Man,
so you're seeing now the intensity just doesn't change from the 28 off pass. It just looks the same as she goes through pass to pass.
And it's just line control at this point, you know. Yeah. I mean, she. There you go. Look at that.
Stance. She all that pull's going down her legs, straight into her bindings, hips right into the handle. Really gets her ski through the turn all the way and gets all the pieces where she wants them before she feels the pull of the boat.
Yes, indeed. And
this is nice. A big hillside turn going away. Looks really nice with that Malibu in the background.
And certainly
Tony,
a lot.
We also want to thank our sponsors. Who do we have this week? Do you know?
Oh yeah, we've got our sponsors all lined along the shoreline. We've got Malibu, the title sponsor of the Malibu Open 2020. We got Good. We got Acme Props. We've got Zero Off. We got Outer Armor, Babes, D3 Zero Off, Eagle, Masterline, and Radar Skis. And we thank all of those guys indeed.
A huge thank you. These events wouldn't happen without everybody doing their part in the industry to bring this to you. And Tony, we appreciate you and your company and Vincent for all the work y'all do.
And the nice thing about this tournament is the trophies. They're something to behold.
Right now we have Elizabeth Montavon.
Oh, look at that.
Big out of one.
Look at that.
Handles her speed that she carried in
Look
the
at
two,
that. Oh.
Three.
Go on, there you go.
We're going to get her out of this.
There you go.
Off.
She's through to the next round, and she's the first skier to make it through 38.
And a front flip to take the lead Throws her hand up. Great performance, Tony.
If four
Showing
and
some guts out
if
there.
if 4.5 doesn't grind your gears, getting through the exit gates and
I
not being
know,
able to continue.
She created a little bit of speed here early, gets in huge at 1, so
Ooh.
she's carrying a lot of speed into 2, and knows she's going to have to manage the speed now the rest of the pass, and does look at that out of 2 ball.
Now this is a skier who last year didn't run 32 off, and she was pretty distraught after that.
Look at the hillside turn, Tony.
But
Yeah.
what a difference a year makes! I tell you what.
Putting the time in.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Breakout performance here
Ooh.
today for Elizabeth Montavon.
Getting
Manages
really loose
all
into
the way
6.
through the 38 off course, and look at trying to hang on.
Ooh. And cartwheels.
Sure, she was not going to let that go.
Ooh. I've seen people take that much slack and ski away, but
that was amazing.
But I tell you what.
But hats off! What a
Ooh.
great move! It's great score, great performance from Elizabeth Montavon.
Need a big old shoulder massage after that.
It's
you know,
making me hurt, Tony. But she's put all the time in the gym, as all these athletes have, to take those kind of performances and actually maximize a run at 38 like that when she needed it.
All right, so she's in the lead then.
There we go.
Yeah, indeed, at 5.5. Here's Karen Truelove.
Karen Truelove, you've won this event in the past, right? So must be a little different than these newcomers trying to get ready for this event.
Yeah, won a couple of these, but sometimes I feel like a newcomer myself. So.
All right, skier on the water now. This is Taryn Grant. Nicely done. And a good effort there, opening pass 14.25 meters. And we'll let you bask and behold in this pass, in this instant replay.
Yeah, Taryn Grant, Canadian native, skied at the University of Lafayette, Louisiana Lafayette, and you just can't say enough about Taryn. She is just such a quiet, calm, gentle person until you see her get on the water, and she is a true competitor. We've watched her compete for so many years, and she always competes in events even at a higher level than she does in practice. So she's very fun to watch, Tony. She has set records after records on the Canadian jump scene.
Yeah.
And she holds the Canadian jump record now, maybe 175 feet.
And not only that, she's a great 3-event competitor as well. She's become a stalwart of the Canadian elite team that competes at the World Championships.
And we can talk a little more about what she contributes to water skiing, but now we're coming back at 32 off. Taryn Grant has been spending the summer down in Texas training at San Marcos River Ranch, just cruising through the second warm-up pass of 32 off. So we watched Taryn, Tony, at your alma mater, ULL, Louisiana Lafayette.
Oh, yeah.
And she has been tournament coordinator, chief judge, team leader, mentor to all these kids now as I think the grad assistant that's still working with the team. It's just unbelievable how much she gives to the sport and competes at an elite level like she does and contributes to her country's teams over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Just an amazing young
Getting it done. Just getting it done on an institutional level and also out there on the slalom courts.
Just the most mild-mannered person you'll ever be around, but shows it up on the water and in all the administrative stuff she does. Just all action. Amazing. I know her parents are very proud.
All right, so let's have a look and see how many skiers we got left. We got 6 skiers remaining, starting with Karen Truelove. There you go. There's our graphic there with 6 skiers remaining. So basically, the top 4 right now, we put Elizabeth Montavon right there at the top, and then we've got...
Okay, Taryn Grant, the 35 off loop.
Nice. 35 off, good extension. Getting a little broken over into 3. This pass is by no means an automatic. We've seen that on a number of occasions, and there we go. That's 5, and that's 6. Oh, decent skiing.
That shouldn't be an issue, and it wasn't for Taryn. As we see these last few skiers here, as we run down the list, 35 is a much more routine warm-up pass because they're still filling the boat out, trying to get through a few passes to get to that top 38 off pass.
All right, okay. Here we've got a bit of a situation here. I mean, as we watch Taryn Grant get through 35 off, and situation is the top 4 is actually basically the top 5 because we've got 6 skiers remaining. We take 10 through to next round of the competition. We've got a potential runoff situation for 4th place between Brianne Dodd and Chelsea Mills with 2 at 38 off. With skiers such as Cassidy Hawkins, Ali Garcia and Elizabeth Montavon, they've made it through to next round of the competition, all scoring above 2 at 38 off. And I was pegging the bubble score to be 3, and it looks like it's could well be 2 at this point.
Okay, Tony, thanks for doing the math. Here we come with the Malibu response. Coming down the lake, 38 off now to see where we're going to end up here in this preliminary round.
Here we go. Oh,
a little bit of work into 2.
Okay, she's put herself through to the next round of the competition by skiing beyond 2.
4.
Look at it go. Look at it go. Oh,
and that's a good score, Tony.
Now let's see let's have a closer look from the boat or from one of our short side cameras to see if she made an effective play on number 5, because I suspect that ski probably went on the inside, therefore it would have been 4, but we'll see if she took a piece of 5 along for the ride as well.
Not sure.
Took a big old hit off number 1 and taking an even bigger hit off number 2, and she was just taking bigger hits the further and further she got that. Oh, man alive. How she has these shoulders.
She ends up into 4, just still holding her
ski off her edge.
Keeping her,
boom,
keeping her
boom.
position.
Inside 5.
Yeah, keeping
4
her
buoys.
position there, Tony. What a great performance for Taryn Grant.
All right.
It puts her
Allie
right now.
Nicholson here, one of our young superstars at a sport. You've already won Junior Worlds, Collegiate Champ. Trying to add Malibu now, huh?
Yeah, I'm going for it. Right now, just hoping to make it to semis and see what goes on after that.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting, huh, to be back? Pro event?
I've missed pro water skiing this year. It's been a long year with not a lot of events, that's for sure.
And you're a working girl now.
I am. I just started my first nursing job, so that's taking some time away from skiing, but I'm making it work, so enjoying it.
Awesome. Good luck. Tear it up, girl.
All right, thanks a lot, Wade. Thanks a lot, Ali. And coming into the course is Karen Truelove.
Karen Truelove. Got to watch her ski yesterday. Spent a lot of time in the boat, riding, watching the women's slalom. Just unbelievable, Tony. She just never moves on her slalom ski.
Solid as you like.
Just beautiful style. 28 off opener for Karen.
So Karen Truelove, who resides now in Windermere, Florida, originally came to us from Fuquay Varina in North Carolina, in the suburbs of
Tony,
the Research Triangle.
How you do it? You got it all in your brain like files. It's unbelievable. You're just amazing encyclopedia.
Well,
we need to extract all this information and get it in a book one day. That's amazing what you know.
Well, I mean, I have known Karen for quite a while. I mean, when I was originally over at a Koval ski school in the latter part of the 1990s, Karen was there training and training alongside April Coble. I mean, for a while those two were inseparable.
Childhood friends. Good fun watching them grow up and just tear up the sport of water skiing over the years.
And actually, a legacy of those two competing with each other at first of all NLU, and then UNC is the red shirt rule in collegiate water skiing.
For sure. All right, more of Karen Truelove. 32 off. Just look how solid this is, Tony. Handle control all the way out to the top.
32
right
off.
back in.
Not bad.
Everything coming through under the line. Just knows where she wants to be on that ski at all times. Yeah, very good.
Yes, indeed. And
As we
do you
sit-
know where Freddie and Karen met? You know,
I would guess in Monroe.
in Monroe. Yes, of
yeah,
all
in Monroe.
places. Yes.
The old bayou, man.
Yep.
There's something in the water. You know, that's where I met my beautiful wife.
Oh wow.
In Monroe.
There we go.
Yeah, lots of marriages through the intercollegiate water skiing. Lots of smiles.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Karen and Freddie's moment right now. Freddie's on the shore.
Yeah, indeed.
You can see the intensity on his face. Just kind of thinking, what a great team. They both work together. Yesterday when we were in the boat with Freddie jumping, Karen, wanted to be in the boat. Wanted to think about what the boat was doing, and they're just a total team everywhere they go. Now they have two more teammates.
Exactly.
Ridge and Dash.
And I'm still trying to work out to this day who gets more nervous. Does Freddie get more nervous for Karen being on the water, or does Karen get nervous for Freddie being on the water?
I think that would be a great competition.
Yeah.
So here we go right here. 35 off. Should be routine. What do you think, Tony?
Yes, indeed. Look at this. Karen, look at that. Over a ski. There we go. Now April's watching.
Yeah.
Going to go 35 off, a little down course, but I tell you what, experience comes into play there.
What a moment. What
ropes the line.
Watching April, watch your childhood friend, Freddie on the shore. It just kind of reminds you of all the dynamics and relationships and families that are created through the sport of water skiing. And we're bringing it to you through Malibu.
Yeah.
In the group that's putting on this event, we appreciate all the crew. They have Scott's here, the key technical mechanic from Malibu, making sure the boats are in great shape. We have Dennis Kelly. We have guys in the background that are doing so much work, so much legwork to keep this thing going, to bring water skiing to you guys, and to think of all the stories around here, all the family stories. You have the Dodds here together with their first child over here, Tony.
Oh,
if
yeah.
I had a camera over my shoulder, you're looking at John Travers on shore, that his whole family's been so involved in water skiing. And there you have Allie Nicholson.
The future looks bright.
Allie Nicholson and her brother that have shook up water skiing for years. Zane, and he was named Zane Nicholson, yeah, from his childhood. He was always full of energy. So just fun to think about all the families and all the stories we have here. And Karen, one of the biggest ones we have.
All right, 38 off. Oh, look at that. Excellent number one. Round buoy number two. Really thumping that turn round. She's got this one. Round buoy number three is good for 4. Look at her go. And
nice.
Can she be effectively the first
it.
skier to go through the exit gates of 38 off and continue?
If we get a wahoo from April Coble, watching her old childhood friend getting after it, and the tail slide at 3 was what did it, Tony. Watch this ski move at 3.
There you go.
Nicely done at 1. Just totally chills at 1. Doesn't do anything crazy.
Yeah, she pulls long into number 2, but I tell you what.
Look at this ski, slides right through the turn, right when she needed it.
Nice
there
drift.
It went, and just chilled out.
Nice drift on 2.
Yeah, definitely. A little skid there, and totally manages a little excess speed she has through the backside of the course.
And because she's relatively shorter compared to a lot of slalom skiers out there, her center of gravity is that much closer to the ski. Yeah. So she can control that slide, control that edge change far more effectively than a skier at least 6 inches taller than her.
And here we go, Tony. First skier at 39 and
Freddie can relax now.
He's got the camera out.
Yes, indeed.
What a veteran run for Karen, putting her into the lead right now, getting a look at 39 and a half off as she goes into 1 ball.
Oh,
a
there we go.
Too much. A little
All
too
right,
much,
excellent.
But a good round.
There, Karen
38
Truelove.
off for Karen Truelove. Puts her in the lead.
Yeah, put her into a lead. She advances through to the next round of the competition, and hopefully there's still enough energy there to continue on. But I tell you what, just losing a grip off number one, but hasn't lost the grip of this slalom competition, and she will continue to ski into the semifinals.
Yeah, Karen, looks like it's good to be back home here at Trophy Lakes, one of the sites that she skied at many times over the years. And Tommy Harrington in the boat couldn't be any better out there, Tony. A half at 39 off.
Sorry, I was a little early there. Brooke Baldwin, one of our superstars of our sport, having a little pre-slalom swim, huh?
Yeah, trying to wake up a bit. It's a bit earlier than I ski normally. But.
And you're at Alabama. What are you studying there?
Biology.
What are you going to do with that biology degree?
I think I want to go pre-PA or med, something like that.
Good for you, girl. Tear it up, huh?
Okay, Tony, we can't hear what they're saying down there, but when Wade's talking, it's always awesome to listen to him. He's
yes,
so full
indeed.
of life.
He's just one of those characters that you just got to love.
Man,
you know?
he's something. And Brooke Baldwin, all we could see was smiles down there.
And there's your top 10 right now.
Brooke's next on the water after who do we? Is it Brooke now?
Yeah, Brooke Baldwin. I don't believe it is.
But anyway, it's Allie Nicholson. But a great interview.
Yeah, Allie
with Brooke
Nicholson.
for sure. Another tide rolling with Brooke Baldwin.
Yes, indeed. Now let's have a look at the list again. We're just seeing it. There we go. Allie Nicholson riding the syndicate along with Brooke Baldwin, Jamie Ball, Manon Costard, and Regina Jaquist. So we're getting down towards the end here with these skiers. 10 advanced through to the next round of the competition. It seems like any score above 2 at 38 off is enough to advance.
Isn't it? Wasn't it amazing how evenly represented those last 5 skiers with all different products they're skiing on? So
yes, very, very diverse, you would have to say.
So here we are with Allie Nicholson, and you probably know what hometown in Tennessee she's from.
Gatlin, Tennessee.
There you go, Gatlin, Tennessee. Allie Nicholson opening up at 32 off, the first skier to come out at the green loop, 32 off, pulled down the course by the Malibu Response. Oh, nice.
Does this represent confidence or just consistency?
Oh, she's unreal. Look at this.
There you go.
Tony, it's tough to watch.
She's on a tear, I'll tell you what.
She is. She's skiing incredible. It's tough as a 34-mile-an-hour skier to watch these young girls.
And she's one of our
women,
lighter skiers
women.
as
I say
well.
girls, but she's just so lightweight and powerful. Look at her, unbelievable, cruising through.
Does being
32 off.
Does being light have its advantages? I mean, obviously, if you're comparing me to everybody else, it's definitely an advantage. But at this level,
I know
for
that
women,
at my position, what do they call it? The COVID-15. I got the COVID-15 right now, so that's not helping me.
I got the freshman 115.
Yeah, she's just amazing how much she handles the boat. She understands the power of the boat and how she's utilizing that power, Tony, to get side to side. So she doesn't need weight. She just understands the concept of the boat hauling her down the lake, and it's much more powerful. And then how she's gonna approach that.
Score needed to advance looks like 2.25 at 11.25 meters off 38 off.
So here we are already from the other side, 35 off Allie. Very nice. A little bit long in the two, but just tight lines it out of 2 on that toe side. Look at that ski just ripping through the course. Nice. Beautiful 35 off.
Just whipping it out there.
Oh, yeah. So you're seeing, as we move into this upper group of skiers, just the accomplished style and understanding of what's going on out there. Goes a little long here out of 1, but look at this tight line, Tony.
Oh, absolutely.
That tip just totally drops through, moves through the turn. Very nice.
On fire.
The stance, not changing her stance at all through the course. understands where she wants to be, understand where she wants to be when she gets back to the handle. The load meter, 615 pounds for Chelsea Mills. Unbelievable. And they're holding that for just a second or two, maybe. You're in the course for roughly 16 seconds, so you get you 6 turns plus a gate. You get that.
Putting
So
some
it's got to
grunt
be
out
maybe
there.
a couple of seconds there.
All right, here we go. Coming in. This now is Ellie Nicholson. 38 off. In at 38 off, a little bit a pass earlier than the remainder of our competitors at this point.
Here we go.
She's through to the next round of the competition just by making that play on number 3. But I
Very
tell
nice,
you what,
Anna.
she ain't settling for that. She's good to go round 4, 5, and indeed 6. And our second competitor
Very nice.
to ski through 38 off and continue.
And just absolutely killing that toe side turn today. Looks nice.
Yep, so
Little bit of loose line, but look how quick she
Wanna-
keeps the ski just moving through the turn. Watch this toe side turn. Beautiful.
Actually, 1 or 2 people around here like looking around like saying, was that 38 off?
Exactly.
Yeah, it looked incredible.
It looked beautiful here. Once again, toe side turn. Just has the line right where she wants it. So there's no drama. This top group of skiing, it's amazing to see how they get their feet through the turn and right where they want them, not behind them or not too far through, and they're ready to go. They have the vision, Tony. They feel the flow, right?
Yeah,
Feeling
they're feeling the flow, working it.
It's just unreal the amount of hours they put in skiing and what that translates into out here on the water.
Now you see Brooke Baldwin on the slalom dock. She's getting ready. She's got a foot in the binding,
Yeah.
and
And
there
we
she
have-
is on dockside.
And we have 39 and a half off.
Yeah, probably thinking that Ellie Nicholson is not going to get far on this pass. But I tell you what, she has a response.
Again, carries a little speed into 2, and it looks like for a second she was going to get out of 2, and if she would have got out of 2, Tony, she would have been totally off to the races.
She just wants a picture with that floating buoy.
Yeah,
With-
beautiful
with-
syndicate ski there.
Yeah.
Team Syndicate. We've got a few down here. I know that's making Wade and the boys proud.
Oh, look at that extension. Takes the hit. And look at
Little
that.
long in
She's
the 2,
still-
but look how the ski comes through, and just for a second, she almost had it out of 2.
She just had a
Load came on a little too tough, and she was going to be in the game if she could have moved sooner out of 2.
But in amongst all of that, she's taken the lead.
She's taking the lead. 1.5, right?
Yeah, 1.5. All right, then. So we'll take a quick look at the leaderboard in just a moment. That was 1.5 at 39.5 off. That is Ellie Nicholson. And there you see right at the top there, Nicholson, Truelove, Montavon, Garcia, Hawkins, a pair of Canadians with Grant and Dodd. And
Hey, the field is loaded with superstars. We got another young one here, Jamie Bull, coming off your first pro victory, your first full pass at 39. So what's going through your mind right now?
I'm just going to try and go out there and have a good time, and we'll see what happens.
Kind of got the nerves going a little bit?
First big tournament of the year, so it's a little different than being up at Hilltop, but I'm looking forward to it.
Good luck, girl.
all right, thanks a lot, Wade. Interviewing there Jamie Bull, who is who is our third from last skier out, our fourth from last skier out, is approaching the course right now. This is Brooke Baldwin.
Yeah, representing D3 Skis. She is a phenomenal 3-event skier from a great history of water skiing in her family.
Oh, yeah.
And just has her own style, man. She comes up.
Just ripping it.
Standing tall on the ski. Is this 28 off, Tony?
This is 28 off.
Yeah.
And guess where she goes to school?
Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Tony. Roll Tide.
All right.
Another one that Lyman is proud to have on his team over there. The crew at Alabama. Unfortunately, won't be able to put their skiers out on the water this year. They have a great crew, and we're gonna get a chance to talk to Allie Nicholson here real quick.
All right then. So
Allie, that was fun. You Enjoying yourself out there?
I was, yeah. I can tell that we haven't had very many pro tournaments this year. I was a little, nerves were a little extra high, but made it through it. I lived another day.
That was great. It was such a great 38 off. You were the first one to start at 32, so everybody on the shore goes, was that 35 off?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing in practice. Decided just to stick with it, do what I've been used to. So worked out, so I'm happy.
So what we were seeing at 39 was really nice out of 1, went a little long to 2, but you got the ski through so nice at 2, and for just a second it looked like you're off to the races.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than what I was ready for. I probably should have held it. It popped right out of my hand. So it is what it is, but like I said, on to live another day, so I'm excited.
Congratulations, you're in the lead for now, and on to the next round.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, indeed, and congratulations to you, and kudos to you as well for being in the nursing practice as well. I'm sure you're doing your best to stay out of the whole COVID epidemic type deal.
Not too far from it.
Yeah.
Not too far from it.
Okay. Sorry about missing the call on Brooke Baldwin's, but look at this.
That's why we
Tony.
have replays.
That's why we have the replay. Just beautiful style. Always have been fun to watch her over the years. One of the youngest women to run. We wouldn't even call her a woman when she started running. She was a girls early into girls 3, I'm sure, running 38 off. Look at this power, Tony, through the wakes. She's just got an awesome style.
Got it on, I tell you. I mean, hers is just an economy of motion.
Yeah, she definitely has created the style of her own, and it's just fun to watch. She looks so efficient, makes it look so easy.
Another skier who's fun to watch as well is Jamie Ball. We're watching her on the dockside there, getting ready for her go. She's our third from last skier out, and I tell you what, the Canadians are certainly making their presence felt in this competition with
she's
Don
such a humble skier and fun to watch. She's coming through, but right now we are at 35 off. Of course, Brooke Baldwin. Look at how she rises up,
stays
into her
high,
turns,
and drives. Here, boom,
moving.
like that.
You like that, huh? Look at that, riding that D3, still filling things out here as she runs through this 35 off. It's amazing that they're using these passes as warm-up passes, Tony. 35 off is now a warm-up pass for the women.
Yes, indeed. Just got a brief shot there of Manon Costard, and we will see her as the penultimate skier in this women's elimination round.
Yeah, she is our current world record
World champion,
holder. That'd
yeah.
be world champion, Regina Jakowicz, of course.
Indeed.
Malibu skier will be our top seed for the day, but this is just a great view of Brooke doing her thing.
And just pressing down on that ski, using her knees and her ankles to just try and set the ski in the water and just allow it to carve its own turn. And then backside turn there as she's left foot forward and just off to the races, as they say.
Totally knows where she wants to be in relation to the boat and the rope and what her ski's doing. It's just unreal. There you go, Tony, your current reigning world champion, Manon Costard.
How are you, man?
Strapping them on. Nice view of the good sponsorship there for this Malibu Open. 38 off, Tony.
Yeah, it's 38
It's time
off
to go
right
to
now.
work for Brooke
Boom.
Baldwin.
Ooh.
Little stumble through the wakes. See what she can do here.
Ooh. Oh, look at this. She was loose into 3, but I tell you what, she found a way to get that ski outside. 4 buoys at 38 off. It's enough for her to advance, but
A little tough out of 2, Tony. It was not what she was looking for, but she's in just fine. She's in the finals just fine.
Yeah.
She'll get another chance to do this again. I know she'll be thinking about what she was doing here. I don't know if she had too much speed a little bit into 1.
Yeah.
But see the stumble off the wakes into the edge change made her move her hips way back, which she typically doesn't do, and so that just transfers a little down course.
But the ski followed through decently enough, and she was still able to be wide enough on 3 here.
Yeah, a little down course at 4, knowing that 4 ball gets her through. Might just be a kind of a, fight another battle for another day, and we're going to wait, I believe, Tony.
Hey, we're on the dock here with Manon Costard, the reigning world champion. How you feeling today?
I feel good. It's good to be back in tournaments. Pretty stressed, obviously, being on the dock and about to go for the first round, but we'll see how it goes.
And you've skied here before, so you know how nice it is, huh?
Yes, it's always a really nice place to ski at, but it's before you ski, you never want to say anything really. So, but it is a good lake, so we'll see.
So, where have you been training this winter or this summer?
I've been. It was a bit weird this year because I had to stay in the U.S., so I stayed in Orlando. I'm training at the boarding school, so I've been here the whole year pretty much.
And unfortunately, we're missing your countryman, Sasha. He's not going to come over.
No, it's yeah.
Hey, you tear it up today, girl, okay?
All
okay,
right.
Tony, there you go. Just in time for Jamie Bull's replay on 32 off. Give the call here, Tony.
All right, then. And Jamie Bull just letting the ski roll up underneath her and just trying to basically ski to one position, just one position at the end of each turn and just hold it all the way through. I mean, there's so many different styles, so many different ways that you can skin this proverbial cat, as it were.
Yeah, I remember seeing Jamie. It was on down in Florida at Hancock, seeing her ski as a much younger skier, watching her run 38. I think she was just starting to run 38 as a junior, and incredibly impressive. And she's just continued to move forward and never seems to plateau as she progresses in this slalom event. Running her first 39, as I talked to her earlier, I said, you pretty much had 39 cornered. You weren't letting it get away from you. She was all on the back of 39, set the collegiate national record this last year at the Nationals, and just kept cornering that 39 and got it done this year, Tony. So here we are coming back at 35 off.
Okay, coming to us out of North Bay in Ontario, Canada. This is Jamie Bull, who was actually hoping to spend a good portion of her summer training up in Canada, but because of the pandemic, she had to return to the United States a little earlier so that so she could actually go back to college and continue on with her studies at UL.
Yeah, maybe a good thing, because she gets home and she goes and hangs out with her brother Jamie, and they get on the mountain bikes.
Yeah,
and they do some pretty serious.
Yeah,
do some pretty serious drops. I've seen some footage.
Yeah, that's not always advisable.
Keeping her out of trouble, just keeping her here.
Yeah,
Jared is an extreme mountain bike guy, and he's fun to watch these guys and some of their content on their mountain bikes.
Yeah, that cross country mountain biking stuff and all the CrossFit and all that kind of stuff.
She loves the outdoors, and what a great place to be from in Canada to do those things. And it shows here, just the balance and timing that she has from the cross training.
Mm-hmm.
What a great new woman skier to have on the tour, that's just showing that she can be in that top group and compete, Tony.
And on the same weekend that she ran 39.5 off for the very first time, Regina Jaquist did the same over at the team challenge. I mean, Jamie Bull,
just a few weeks back.
So
and
dueling events.
Already 38 off. She's carving through one ball, Tony.
Oh, look at this. And she's through to the next round by making it to this point at 38 off, but I think that she wants to assert her authority upon the rest of the field.
For sure, and she needs to fill the lake out in the boat and the driving and just kind of see what this rope feels like when it gets short. Go through the process here, Tony. Such a strong move out here into one.
And becoming the fifth skier to put a score up in excess of 6 buoys at 38 off.
Having to wait a little bit for the line to get tied at 2, but no issues. So chilled at 38.
Up on that.
And there's a good shot of the Malibu coming through, and Jamie leaving 4 ball.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Just absolutely remarkable
What a
stuff.
scene, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Love that 5-ball turn.
Boom.
Ripping back of 5 with that syndicate.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah. Tony, I wish 38 was that easy for me, but can't say it is anymore. This is unreal that these women are just cruising through these passes. And here we go around the island, 39.5 off.
I used to go out at 12 meters, 35 off just for kicks.
Yeah.
Didn't get much of the way down 38, mind you.
Well, here
but
we
there you
go, man. For the lead, a buoy and a half at 39. Allie Nicholson hanging on right now.
Okay, and Jamie Bull trying to break the streak of Regina Jaquez, who's won this event the last 4 times on the trot.
Yeah.
And the 39 off, not going to be run this time around. It's going to be...
It's going to be 3 or 2 or something. We'll see what the judges say. But
we'll take a look at that.
A little loose line at 1, not what she was looking for. So she'll for sure make some adjustments. We look to see her going down the rope at 39 in this next round.
Right, let's take a look at this gate shot, because the gate shot is probably the most important aspect of running a pass with this short line. Broken over off number 1, had to pull a little longer to get round number 2, whipped the ski round, but in doing so, she got herself out of position. We might have to look at that one again, because she tried to make a play on 3, and I don't think she even made it outside. So let's have a quick look at this again. I'm sure the officials are doing the same thing, just to make sure.
Jamie with the body language, Tony, looks like she knew she didn't get outside.
Look at this. Look at this. Boom.
Yeah.
Inside buoy number 3.
Yeah.
The judge is not buying what she was selling.
Yeah, I don't think she was selling much here. She's looking to go down. Going down, but here we got Wade Cox coming on the dock.
Hey, we've got the superstar of our sport here, Regina Jaquez. She's won the Malibu so many times she can't really remember, and won all the other events a whole bunch of times. So it's really cool. I'm a fan of yours. It's awesome to watch you ski. You ready?
Yes, thank you so much, Wade. That's awesome coming from you. I've always been a fan of yours too. As a kid growing up, getting to watch you, and you were instrumental in our sport, and those are hard shoes to fill. But I hope I can do that too.
I think you've sort of outclassed me, and tell us about your work.
Oh, they're actually watching, so good luck. Hope it's all going good. But I have a Emerald Coast Compounding Pharmacy, and it's down in the Panhandle, Gulf Coast of Florida, and we're Monday through Friday, and we work hard, and that's going really well. So it's a hard battle to balance both being a professional skier and having the own business, but it works out great. It's a great combination and balance of life.
Well, you seem to be mastering both. Awesome, girl. Good for you.
All right, and thanks a lot there, Wade and Regina. And here is Manon Costard, the current world slalom champion, won that title last year in Putrajaya in Malaysia.
What a great moment for her.
Yes, indeed. I mean, she had to battle all the way down to the wire against the previously mentioned Regina Jaquez.
Yes. Just was watching her over my shoulder, Tony, while we were watching Wade's interview. Just so light as she skis, uses the boat so efficiently, controls herself. But kind of going back to Wade, we can't hear what he's saying, but you got to love the eyebrows, man. He's so exciting and gets the eyebrows going.
Yeah, indeed.
If you don't love listening to Wade Cox tell a story, it's unreal. There's got to be something wrong.
The lead score is 2 at 39.5 off. That is from Jamie Bull.
Here we go. Pass number 2 here. Oh, they're saying 32 off, so we're going to check the line as it goes down the lake, Tony.
Yep.
That looks like it's probably 32 off, so open with 28 off. Wanted to feel the water out. She wasn't here to get a practice round in yesterday, so or missed the practice. So she's getting that extra pass under her belt.
Yeah, it was definitely a 14.25 meter opening pass there for Manon Costard, who has excelled in the slalom event for quite a while. I mean, her first European slalom title was way back in 2011 over in Skarnes in Norway.
Once again, the encyclopedia, Tony. Unbelievable, the stuff that you can remember.
So she's as comfortable skiing in cooler water as she is skiing in bath water as it is.
Yeah, it's pretty nice out here. The water temperature's in the mid to low 80s, so the skiers are pleased with the temperatures. And but again, going back to the Wade interview with Regina, I'm sure Regina had some things to say. She's been very involved. There's the standings right there. Regina's been very involved in this tournament and putting it on. I don't know how she's doing all the things she's doing, but we have Wade Cox with the HO crew. and is a Hall of Famer, Tony, and he's down here with taking his weekend, spending time to do the announcing.
Yes, indeed.
We really appreciate those kind of efforts as we get into 35 off here.
35 off. Good drive off number 2. There you go. And does take 1 or 2 hits at the end of each turn, though. I mean, you see skiers that can go smooth in and smooth out.
Yeah, just cruising through on that Conley ski, Tony.
Yep, on that GTR, looking pretty strong.
Lots of compression there through the edge change.
Hasn't quite converted to the new product on the Conley's line, which is that DV8, you know, with the one with the removable tail block.
Oh yeah.
But staying with her ski, staying with the one that staying with the horse that she's riding on.
Time tested, Tony.
Yes, indeed.
I'm sure this fall she'll get to play around with the new products.
Yeah.
That Conley's putting out. It's neat to see the innovation that we're continuing to have through across the line of all the water skis.
Yes, indeed. And I mean, it's just one of those things like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. Seems so simple.
Yeah, indeed.
Seems so simple.
Right.
And you see this man, Zane Nicholson, on the scene out here, strolling around, has a big smile, watching his sister rip it through 38 today.
Has a bigger tattoo as well.
Yeah. So here we go, Tony. 38 off the line.
All right, 38 off. She needs 2 1/4 to advance. But she'll want something a little bit more than that.
Here we are, needing to fill out this boat, fill out the lake. Just in total control of this 38 off. Look at this.
Ooh,
nice hillside turn.
Almost fumbles the handle on buoy number 3, but good to go on number 4, round number 5. And our 6th competitor to make it through 38 off is Manon Costard.
Kind of showed some heat there at 5.
Oh,
Want
yeah.
to see what's going to happen.
All right, then. So it looks like about... I mean, when you have the 10 skiers all accounted for to make it through to the next round of competition, you're going to find more than half those skiers running through 38 off.
Yep. So right now, the bubble, you know, is Sasha, the one to have at 38.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not anymore, actually.
Not anymore,
then
no.
I will jump up to the next one. It's Chelsea Mills and Brienne Dodd, I believe, is the bubble.
Yeah, around. I think Chelsea Mills and Brienne Dodd is basically the bubble right now. So
yep, that's it.
We'll try and get confirmation of that.
Yeah, it goes big there at 5 to kind of check things out to see how it feels. She may need that turn here, Tony. If she gets in any kind of trouble at 39, she's going to want to know how that feels when she lets that Conley eat on that hillside turn.
Well, with that score from Manon Costard, Brienne Dodd and Chelsea Mills are currently in the tie for 10th right now.
Yes, on the bubble. There you go.
Yes.
So
here we go. This is Manon Costard already make it through to the next round of the competition with her 6 buoy count at 38 off. If she can get more than 2, then she'll establish a lead. Look at this. Round number 2, good to go. Round number 3, can she get it? Round number 4. Oh, and tried her best. But a good effort. She's through to the next round, and she's the leader.
All right. These skiers have been skiing
Very
true to their seating. Little loose line at 1. Couldn't get the ski all the way through. A little bit of loose line. But see how calm everybody is. All these skiers are just
killing it.
Running these passes so many times in practice and in events that they don't get too worked up. They know that down the course there's ways to make it up, but just not all at one buoy.
All right. But letting the line go after buoy number 4, and I mean,
nice confirmation.
If she needed number 4 to get through to the next round, she would have gotten it. She would have just S-turned it and gotten for the wakes and tightened up. But she knew that she is through to the next round of the competition. That she will start a little bit later on in the semifinals. So even if Regina exceeds that score, then I mean, Manon basically has a fate in her grasp.
So
from
look
here
here,
on out.
Tony, 2016, 17, 18,
4 on
and
the bounce.
19, Regina has dominated this Malibu Open event.
4 on the bounce, absolutely.
4 on the bounce.
And And actually, and you probably don't know this, is that Regina Jaquist, whenever she's set the 0 off parameters, a letter and number, she's the only one who adds plus.
Oh.
Between the men and the women, she's the only one that utilizes plus.
Well, Tony, on the approach, we have Manon with a score of 3.5 at 39. Could we have a few words with her?
Yep, she got to talk to Wade. Now she gets to talk to us. Yes, indeed. So, Manon Costard, you're in the lead with 3.5. Were you looking for just that kind of score, or were you looking for the entire pass?
Well, I was looking, it's the first round. Obviously, I was looking to get into the next one. And then it was more, I didn't get to practice, so it was more trying to feel the gates and feeling the lake and the boat and everything that was around. So I tried to do as many buoys as I can, so I can get the picture of how it's skiing. And yeah, that was the goal, to try and get some confidence for the next rounds.
You didn't have much practice. That's why you went on 14, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I also like going on 14. My back is not the best, and it's just an extra warm-up, especially when I haven't skied on the lake. It's good too.
We'll keep an eye on that, but congratulations, Manon Costard. You made it through to the next round. We look forward to seeing you ski some more.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for being here and commentating and losing your voice all weekend for us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. All right.
Great interview. And in the lead, Tony, not just making it through, in the lead right now.
Yeah.
Putting a score out there for Regina to beat. Here's the replay. We're sorry we didn't catch it live for you. Regina Jaquist surely going out at 32 off here. Warming things up with unbelievable style, riding that good ski. We're glad to have Don here this weekend, supporting the event with the sponsorship. Good Skis are still forging forward with unbelievable products in the great memory of Dave. It's chilling to think of the legacy and all the people that have come together and honored him in the life that he's had and given us. The innovation that he's given us, Tony, just unbelievable.
All right.
And right now, Regina represents that for Good Skis and the Malibu skier here, sponsored, Regina Jaquist, already into the 35 off.
All right, standing at 5'4" and weighing $130. This is Regina Jaquist. Has the 0 off set at B1, Bravo 1. And looking very, very strong out there, And we go back to what Ben Favre said a little while ago, and in terms of where you set your 0 off settings, with the intensity and the location, and it really does customize your experience out there behind the boat to a very, very finely tuned point. And skiing with B1, which is kind of like middle of the road so far as location goes, and intensity right up there, right from the get-go after the buoys.
Yeah, Tony. It's kind of like we were going to get into earlier. I was going to try to make a parallel with, you see so many different products out here today, and now the wind's kicking up a little bit, but the products are
Speaking of Ben Favre.
Everything from gloves to vests to skis. Everybody has something that seems to link up with what they feel a little differently, and that's what's nice, to be able to customize the boat's pull parameters a bit to match up to your style and where you want to feel certain things. So B1 for Regina here. What do we have? Is this 38 off already?
Yeah, 38 off already. So she went in at 32 off. Pretty much
Very nice.
Her go-to opening run. And just look at her go, 38 off. She's through to the next round of the competition. Just like that.
Yeah, almost like a professional, right?
Yeah.
Just almost. Yeah, Regina, 4-time Malibu Open, defending champion.
Yeah, just like a professional, just like a professional pharmacist.
Just almost like it. Yeah, she's carrying 2 professional careers here, elite world-class skier, world record holder, and had a great conversation this morning about her business and and how she's able to manage it with the help of her sister and some great people to let her get out on events like this and to be away from her business.
Yes, indeed, and and taking a little bit of a break from her normal duties as a compound pharmacist.
Compounding,
compound pharmacist. They actually make the drugs.
Yeah, they make them themselves. And COVID's been an interesting thing for her. She said there was an initial spike in business, but it's plateaued and then actually gone down a little bit. Hopefully that'll change for her. Business isn't as busy. People aren't as sick as they were. We're all being so careful. So,
I suspect that business is going to go up significantly
in
the next few weeks as those clinical trials are starting to resolve themselves. You know, but
okay,
that's
16% of the skiers B1. Here we come back in 39 off. We have a little bit of headwind, Tony, picking up.
All right,
this
is going to help her out a bunch. Lead score 3.5. That's Manon Costard. Boom! Look at that.
Yep.
39.5 off.
She's in a rhythm,
look
Tony.
at this. She is just going to take every single previous women's slalom skier to the woodshed because she is the one and only skier to run through 39.5 off.
And it looked like an opener, Tony. It looked like an opener. All business out there for Regina. Just unreal. Did you see the tail slide there into 3?
Oh, yeah. Did you see her pull out after the pass? She just put her fist up and coughed into it.
I think she's made 39 in every practice round she's been here.
Look at that.
The last couple days.
Just boom, like that.
If you think that ski isn't working for her, unreal.
That's some grunt right there.
Tight line here. Watch this. Oh, we're going to get it from a different angle, but the ski came all the way across course. See that?
That's about as close to backsiding a 39.5 off pass as you'll ever see.
Yeah, nice and easy. 39. It'd be interesting to see what we do here, Tony. She's skiing good.
Oh yeah, all right.
She's feeling
the flow.
I think this is the same boat that she set the world record on, her last world record, which would be, Tony, what's the number? I won't even remember.
The world record?
The world record. What's the current women's world record?
Current world record, I believe, is 2.5.
No.
3?
It's 4. I think it's around 4.
Okay, you may be right then. So
come on, Tony.
Let's have a look and see. Let's see what she's got. Trophy Lakes.
41 off for the first time of the day.
More than a number of records have been set here at 41 off. The Violet Loop. And doesn't even get round number 1.
Sure,
but I tell you what, we won't fault her for that. It's 6 at 39.5
Unbelievable.
off.
A great wave going into the finals. Now let's talk about how this works, so everybody out there knows. Is she into the finals now?
Yeah.
And is there a last chance qualifier round next? How does that work?
Okay, we go to a semi-finals where we reduce it even further down. But let's take a look at Regina here.
Yeah, I don't think she makes that one, Tony.
No, I think she actually slices the buoy.
Yeah, she goes right over the top of that one, and but she's
mind you,
be,
I've seen occasions where people have actually done that and gotten the buoy, but
I don't know if it would have mattered either way.
Because
she is our top seed skier going into the next round or the finals.
All right then. So Regina Jaquist, she's through top seed, absolutely splendid skiing. And let's take a look at the results, shall we? Regina Jaquist in the lead ahead of Costard, Bull, Nicholson, Truelove, Montavon, Garcia, Hawkins, Baldwin, Grant, and those last two, Baldwin and Grant,
here we are on the screen,
are
Tony.
tied for 9th, and those are the 10 that make it through to the next round of the competition. Therefore eliminating Brianne Dodd, Chelsea Mills, Alexandra Danyashkaya, Lice Bagnoli, Kelly Breeden, Jessie Duberton, and Anne-Marie Wroblewski. So those are your top 10 right there. There's a tie for 9th. 10 skiers through. No need for a runoff.
Beautiful. Right into men's. Don't know if any interviews are going on down there, Tony, but I think our first skier is going to be Ben Favre.
Indeed it is. And I think they change out drivers, or is Tommy going to stay in?
I think the driver's changing out. And probably somebody's going to take over my spot, but I'll stick around for a few more.
Sure. Absolutely. And there we go. There's Regina Jaquist there with her coach, Jay Bennett. They've who's imparting some great wisdom and knowledge about the sport.
Yeah, there's many great mentors, coaches around the world, Tony, and Jay's definitely one of those.
All right, so we'll pause momentarily, and then we will continue on with the men's elimination round of slalom. You're watching the 2020 Malibu Open right here at Trophy Lakes in Charleston, South Carolina. Be back with Open Men's Slalom.
Who's in next? Tony, I don't know who's supposed to be here, but there's this good-looking guy over here.
The Response TXI's reputation precedes it. There is a reason more professional skiers choose to ride behind the TXI. It's all about winning, and the TXI is a proven competition winner. The tournament-approved T-Cut Diamond Hull